Is it both?
I step into the day with the dawn ringing in my ears. Oh, well, I tune into my TV show. No better way, I gotta get myself into gear. Let's go. Oh, and I feel good today with my wake up in the morning espresso. I feel good today. It's my feel good breakfast show.
Oh, Mzansi, good morning. It is a good day to have a good day. And let me tell you this much, you have made the perfect decision to hang out with us this morning. We're on your screens for 3 hours. It is, of course, Expresso on S3. My name is Carissa Cupido, and we'll be holding things down out in Cape Town. Now, this morning, we're celebrating South African excellence with a man who continues to raise the bar from presenter Search on 3 to Mr. Supernatural. I hope that he has that printed somewhere in his house. And now, a SAFTA-winning TV presenter, I'm talking about none other than Dr. Fazile Mkhize, who joins us live in studio. We've got to catch up with all the magic that he's been embracing, enjoying, and absolutely loving with his recent win. And that is what's happening out here in Cape Town. I've got to ask, though, the beautiful woman holding things down out in the beautiful streets of gold out in Johannesburg, Chanli and Zanele. How are you doing this morning?
Good morning, gorgeous Carissa. Oh, man.
You are back from Japan. Can I say konnichiwa?
Konnichiwa. Yes, you are so right, my beautiful. We are back from Japan, and I missed you so much, gorgeous.
I missed you. It's so good to have Zan and Chan back. You are obviously traveling the world.
It's true, because Mzansi, if you did not know, we're literally still traveling the world as the search for the next tropical island of treasure destination takes us to the beautiful island of Mauritius, with name maps bringing all the adventures straight to our couch. And I have to tell you, this man, he was such a vibe to be with, and I'm so excited he's coming to be in studio with us so we can get that vibe again.
Oh, I want to be a third wheel again on your little trip to Mauritius. Now, Feel Good fam, we also have the one and only Darren.
Ooh.
He is back with a brand new Feel Good single that's already got Mzansi singing along. I went over to TikTok. Let me tell you, everybody is doing the trend as well. And what we know about Darren, he comes with the treffers.
Yes.
So stay right here. We're heading back to Cape Town to start things off because our girl Carissa has your news headlines.
Oh, my beautiful girls, you both look absolutely stunning today. I can't wait to hang out. Just 2 minutes after 6 o'clock Mzansi, it is time now to catch you up with your national news headlines. Now we get started with Cape Town International Airport that has been named the best airport in Africa at the 2026 Skytrax World Airport Awards out in London, marking the 11th consecutive year it has scooped top honours at the awards. Now, Ora Tambo International Airport in Johannesburg ranked second, and King Shaka International Airport in Durban was placed fourth. Kigali International Airport in Rwanda came third. Now, the Airports Company of South Africa said the awards reflect staff dedication as well as ongoing efforts to provide safe, efficient, and seamless travel experiences. In other local news, government is set to host the 6th South African Investment Conference next week, with more than 31 countries sending international delegates. Now established by President Cyril Ramaphosa in 2018, the conference aims to mobilize domestic and foreign investment, and that's to drive jobs, growth, and opportunities. The first 5-year cycle secured 1.56 trillion rand in pledges, exceeding targets by 26%. Now, the new cycle focuses on implementing these pledges and applying the butterfly diversification strategy, and that's to expand markets, strengthen partnerships, and reinforce South Africa as a gateway for investment in Africa. In your international news making headlines, we head to Namibia next, that has denied a telecommunications license to Elon Musk's Starlink, preventing the satellite internet provider from operating in the country. Now, the decision published in the Government Gazette also rejects access to key radio spectrum needed for services. Authorities have previously raised concerns around compliance with local laws, including ownership requirements and regulatory standards. Now, the move highlights ongoing tensions between global tech firms and national regulations. That's as Starlink continues to face licensing challenges in parts of Africa, despite its rapid expansion across the continent. In other news, the World Meteorological Organization reports that 2015 to 2025 has been the hottest decade since records began in 1850, with 2025 among the top 3 warmest years globally. The state of the global climate is a state of emergency. Planet Earth is being pushed beyond its limits, and that was said by United Nations Secretary General Antonio Guterres. Now, despite these warnings, U.S. President Donald Trump continues to call global warming a hoax, rejecting the scientific consensus as extreme weather intensifies worldwide. Let's close up on another note, a feel-good note at that, in a joyful blend of local talent and global stardom. Now, South Africa's Ndlovu Youth Choir has captured hearts with a vibrant rendition of the new Spider-Man theme, celebrating the upcoming Spider-Man Brand New Day. The energetic performance quickly went viral, drawing praise from fans worldwide, and even a warm reaction from Tom Holland himself, who applauded the group's passion and spirit on Instagram. Now, known for turning music into moments of pure joy, the choir once again showcased their signature harmony and pride. Their performance is more than just entertainment. It is a powerful reminder of how South African voices can travel far, adding a proudly local beat to a global blockbuster story. A nice way to close up your 6 o'clock news. It's time now to dive straight into your weather. Well, Mzansi, let's get you prepared for this beautiful Tuesday ahead by looking at your weather across the country. Now, we start out in Polokwane, where today you'll experience partly cloudy conditions with a 25% chance of rain. Our temperatures start at a warm 19, rising to a steady 28 degrees. Now, looking ahead, cloudy and wet conditions will persist, with temperatures remaining in the upper 20s. Out in Klerksdorp, thunderstorms will dominate your day with an 80% chance of rain. Our temperatures start at 16 degrees and then reach a nice pleasant 24. Now, expect a wet period ahead with temperatures in the upper 20s as the week develops. We head into Pretoria next, where scattered thunderstorms are expected with a 50% chance of rain. Now, your temperatures range between 18 and 26 degrees. Looking into the week, rainy conditions continue with temperatures in the upper 20s. Well, let's see what Zan and Chan can experience in Johannesburg today. You'll start your Tuesday with thunderstorms and a 60% chance of rain. Temperatures begin at 14 degrees, reaching a high of just 22. In the days ahead, expect cloudy conditions with temperatures between 14 and 25 degrees. Out in Mbombela, isolated thunderstorms are expected with a 65% chance of rain. Our temperatures rise from a pleasant 19 to 24 degrees today, and a wet week lies ahead, so keep those raincoats nearby. In the beautiful Bloemfontein, you can expect isolated thunderstorms with a 45% chance of rain. Our temperatures climb from 16 to a comfortable 23. Looking ahead, temperatures stay in the mid-20s with rain likely tomorrow at a 60% chance. Out in Richards Bay, you'll start your Tuesday with an 80% chance of rain and some afternoon thunderstorms to match. Temperatures range from 22 to 25 degrees. Now, cloudy and wet conditions do continue into the days ahead. We head into Durban next, where cloudy skies with afternoon thunderstorms are expected with a 45% chance of rain. Our temperatures start at 22 degrees, climbing to 25, and looking ahead, cloud cover persists with scattered showers. Let's see what's going down in Mthatha. It's mostly cloudy conditions today with afternoon thunderstorms that are expected. Temperatures rise from 17 to a warm 26 degrees. Now, wet and thundery conditions do continue into the rest of the week. Let's see what Craddock's giving on this Tuesday. Well, it's cloudy skies in the morning with sunshine breaking through in the afternoon. Temperatures rise from a cool 19 to a hot 32 degrees, and rainy conditions do continue in the days ahead. Out in Gqeberha, cloudy conditions will keep the sun mostly hidden. Now, temperatures climb from 21 to a nice 27, with strong winds coming through from the east. A wet period does follow, with rain expected tomorrow at a 35% chance. In the gorgeous George, morning cloud will clear for some afternoon sunshine. Temperatures rising from 20 to just 31 degrees. Now, when we look at the week ahead, what you can expect is some partly cloudy and humid conditions. From the gorgeous George, we move to Cape Town next, where you'll start your Tuesday with bright and sunny skies. Now, looking at your temperatures, they range from 17 to a warm 29 degrees today. And in the days ahead, partly cloudy conditions continue, with rain expected tomorrow, chanced at 60%. Well, from Cape Town, we move a bit inland to Sutherland now, where you can expect an 80% chance of rain with afternoon thunderstorms. Your temperatures climb from a cool 15 to a comfortable 29 degrees. Looking ahead, it's mostly sunny skies that return with temperatures in the upper 20s. Out in Kimberley on this Tuesday, it's partly cloudy skies with a 50% chance of rain. Your temperatures range between 18 and 27. In the coming days, temperatures remain in the upper 20s, and it looks like scattered showers averaging at around 42%. And then ending out in Uppington, where mostly sunny skies are expected with a 35% chance of rain. Now your temperatures start at 21, climbing to a high of 35 today. Looking ahead, cloudy and rainy conditions, well, is what you can expect, with temperatures in the lower 30s. And that brings us into the sunrise view of the hour. I will tell you that yesterday, both 6, 7 and 8 o'clock was absolutely out of this world. So fancy Nancy Govender from Umkomaas in KZN, you definitely have your work cut out for you. And you know what? You've absolutely managed to accomplish 100 out of 100. Thank you so much, Fancy Nancy, for getting in touch with this breathtaking morning view. I'm assuming just outside your window as you greeted the birds this morning, the sun greeted you all the way back. We thank you so much. In your side of town, 25 degrees is what you can expect. A beautiful day ahead out in KZN as per usual. And thank you for setting the bar exactly where it needs to be. And listen, Mzansi, the task is up to you on this number, 063 036 9649. That's how you get in touch with us directly into studio. And we'll see where we're headed next. For now, though, let's head into Josie to see what's coming up on the show.
Thank you so much, Carissa. And Mzansi, we're just so glad you're with us. We always say no matter the weather, as long as we're together, that is all that matters. So we greet you in the name of feeling good, no matter any spot you are, Mzansi.
100%. If you haven't heard it just yet, good morning, sunshine.
Yeah.
Now, as you know, Darren, he is in studio today with his new track called 6, 7.
Yeah.
My niece and nephew came home and they were going, 6, 7. I was like,
7.
what does that even mean? Do you know what it means?
I have come to the resolution that 6, 7 means whatever you want it to mean.
100%.
Do you know what I mean?
It means everything but nothing at the exact same time. So Feel Good fam, we want to know, when was the first time you heard 6, 7 and did you understand exactly what that meant? We want to know all over our social media and of course the voice notes. It's 063 036 9649 and hashtag Expresso Show.
That's right, baby. But you know that while you get busy on the social media streets, we're still busy here on the screen, so you got to make sure you stay with us. Such delicious things coming up on the show. And of course, we are looking forward to 100% being with Dr. Chanel, as well as none other than Makanda, who's going to be in the building. We are so excited about that. And more than anything else, I also know that we got a lot of things that are coming up in the menu, right?
So much, because it is also World TB Day today. So stay tuned right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. We'll see you guys in a bit.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Well, welcome back, Mzansi. I hope that you have a coffee in hand and are ready to do your pickings, because right now we've got to get into Fashion Pearl, baby. Now, the Autumn-Winter 26 Woolworths collection is finally here. And of course, you know, it is Tuesday. So I need you to help Graham choose between two Autumn-Winter classic, but very redefined looks. Now, we've got two options for you. It's going to be really tough, but let's start with option one. It's over here, a crisp white shirt under a black quarter zip knit. Now, this one comes with black trousers for an extra layer. We're also going to be adding a natural faux suede bomber jacket, black Chelsea boots to match as well, an absolute classic every single autumn winter. And I think that just gives it a polished look at the end of the day. Now, I personally think Graham looks absolutely incredible in this look. I love where the jacket cuts off. I think the layers are really giving cool dad. But that's option one. Maybe it's my pick. It might not be yours, because let's get into what else you've got to choose from. Option two is this look over here, a little bit more refined, a white linen blend knit under a natural blazer with matching trousers. It also has a rich brown jersey draped over the shoulders that add a layer, and also brown suede derby shoes, and then of course a natural belt to just finish off the look. What's really cool about this, and I know that we spoke about it during one of our fashion segments, is that the pants are kind of casual because they've got the drawstring in the middle, but a really beautiful look, kind of bringing it all together, mixing casual with cool, and I think that's the perfect combination. So let us know which Autumn-Winter 2026 look you are going for. Is it too early to be talking about autumn? Absolutely not, because we want, of course, prepare you for what you can expect when the coldest season does hit. So Graham has two looks to choose from. It is option one or option two. Mzansi, it is up to you. Head over to our Expresso social media pages to vote for your favorite look. And of course, don't forget to include that hashtag styled by Woolies. We look forward to seeing your pick. Well, let's get into some really good conversation on this wonderful Health Tuesday. Today is World TB Day, and this year's message is very clear. It is, yes, we can end TB, led by countries and powered by communities, of course. Now, tuberculosis remains one of the world's deadliest infectious diseases, yet it is preventable and also treatable. Now, in South Africa, many cases still go undiagnosed or are treated a little bit too late. Now, highlighted the need for greater awareness and also early action that we're hoping we'll get straight into today. And that is why on our couch we're joined by the incredible Dr. Chanel Martinezson from Eno Health Medical Centers. And then we've also got TB-proof advocacy officer and survivor Goodman Makanda, who joins us, as well as the beautiful Sister Nomzamo Valley, project manager at the TB HIV Care, to just give us more about this. Guys, welcome.
Thank you.
And thank you so much for joining us today. Doc, if I can start with you, just talking about TB in particular, right? From what you're seeing in your practice, what are people missing when it comes to those early signs of TB? Because like I mentioned, it is curable and it is preventable.
Yeah. The problem is that with TB, it looks like anything else. So the symptoms look like a common cold. It could look like anything. So people think, oh, it will pass, so they don't get tested. So the symptoms would be a cough, so persistent cough, for about 2 weeks, and then unexplained weight loss and night sweats. Night sweats as in drenched in sweat, like you need to change the pajamas and the bed, the sheet, it's wet. And then the unexplained weight, I said unexplained. So I made a little acronym for this.
Give it to us.
So an F-U-N, cough, okay? So it's fun cough, not a fun cough.
Not a fun cough,
but it's an
F-U-N
acronym.
cough.
So F is for fatigue, U is for unexplained weight loss, N is for night sweats, and then the cough. So all of the combination of those four symptoms for about 2 weeks is what people generally try and wait out, but they should actually be coming to test for it.
Even before the 2 weeks comes to an end?
Even before, yes.
Just in case.
It's not getting better. So if you have the four of those in combination, then it's a problem.
Sure. Well, Goodman, you know firsthand about this experience yourself. Can you take us into your journey a little bit? And thankfully, you've made it to the other side. You're sitting with us, looking incredible and healthy. Did you recognize those signs at first?
As Doctor already mentioned about these TB symptoms and all of that, but For me, it came in a different, strange way because I just vomit blood. Then it was something like, I don't know what really happened. So it was, I didn't think about TB. As she mentioned, people thought about TB and then they said, no, it will pass. As you can see my t-shirt that I'm wearing, in TB, no TB, to end TB. So you can't end something that you don't know. You can't end something that you don't think about it. So when I was diagnosed, it was just a random checkup in a private doctor, but they sent me to a public clinic to be tested. Results came back. They told me I have TB, and it was a MDR TB. It was not even normal TB. So it was a new thing to me. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to say, who I'm going to speak to. You know, all of those things like that. But one thing that people that they should be know, as soon as you notice any kind of symptom, doesn't matter it's one, but just visit a healthcare system that they can test you. At least you are in the positive side.
Of course, and there is a positive side. There is light at the end of the tunnel, like we're mentioning. So it's good that we have that news here. So I can ask you, Azal, when it comes to environments that we are living in and how that kind of affects TB that people might not be aware of, what can we prevent or what can we look out for when it comes to our everyday environments?
Thank you so much. So in our environment, starting from home, just the basics, opening your windows. When you wake up in the morning, let there be air, open the windows and be vigilant because TB is airborne everywhere. There is TB.
Yeah.
And a lot of people are walking around with latent TB in their lungs, and it's just waiting for your immune system to drop. When you are immunocompromised, like when you have your HIV and you have maybe even diabetes, then TB kicks in. So we can just be vigilant, and when you have a cough, cover yourself. Let us practice those that we practiced during COVID-19, having your mask.
The mask.
So that you
what happened to the mask?
Yeah, so that you can protect, because, I mean, there's a lot of people that are living with TB that don't know yet, because as you can see, the symptoms are not presenting the same for everyone, and some take longer. So just be vigilant, and each one of us can be that that we can end TB.
Absolutely. I mean, we can all do our role, all do our part. I think in the beginning we also spoke about community and the responsibility on everyone. Goodman, when it comes to you, what are the biggest misconceptions about TB, especially in our communities, that need to be addressed?
I can count TB proof. We normally do sort of a research around stigma.
Yeah.
We mostly focusing on stigma. I'm part of that program that I'm doing more interviews with a patient to hear more about what is really happening, because we're having these people that we call them lost to follow up. We don't know really what happened, and then when you deep dive on this, you find out it's a stigma behind that as a thing that we never thought about. It will be affecting our community. That is a challenge. About stigma is a challenge even for nutrition. People, they really need food. As you've been diagnosed with TB, you will be booked off for 2 weeks to be at home. But what you're going to eat on that period, that is a challenge. So how can we do better around that to make sure our community, they stay on the treatment and then they finish the treatment? Because the problem is, if we're having these people sick, we call them lost to follow up, they are spreading more of this disease. We're trying to contain it, but without the support for nutrition and then supporting them for stigma, they've been stigmatized by the community, even in the healthcare facility. I'm always, when I'm speaking to the patient, to say, please, don't mind about the person that is in the facility. No one coming to do shopping at the facility, meaning all of us, we are sick. So do your business and then you can go home. So if we can make sure we stop stigmatizing our community, I think we can eliminate TB. Yes.
And Darren, sis, maybe you can also talk to this. I mean, when there is stigma, when people have their preconceived ideas, it almost prevents people from testing, right? It delays the process of getting better. So what steps can we do? Would you just say, just go get tested?
like Goodman was saying, at least he could go to a private doctor who sent him to the public facility. So there's a good balance between the two. So you can get tested in private. There can be chest x-rays. You can do sputum tests, but in public as well. So the public sector actually has a very good TB protocol, and then the treatment can actually be done. So people are a bit hesitant because they think, oh, people are going to think I have HIV if I'm going for TB. So people associate the two together.
And they also have a stigma either way.
Yeah, so there's a stigma. And then in private, it's about the cost. So people are like, oh, it's going to be too expensive. I can't. But can you actually afford the 6 months of treatment afterwards? Because it's a 6-month treatment, sometimes even 9 months of treatment if it's MDR. So you can't really afford that many months out of work. So rather maybe just go and get tested.
Sure. So do you have any lasting notes in the segment?
Yeah, just to say that these services are readily available.
Yeah.
The government has done so much. There is even like organizations like TB HIV Care that are community-based to bring the services to the people, because sometimes patients are reluctant to go and wait long queues in the clinics, but the services are, they even do door-to-door, bringing these services to the people. So it's just the people, we're urging the community to support those that have the symptoms. And there is enough information about TB, but the stigma is our barrier to reaching these patients. So if the communities can support and destigmatize TB, it is curable.
Right.
And prevention is better than cure. So, yeah.
I love that. Well, this is just part one of this conversation. We get into part two. Goodman, that T-shirt again. Think TB, no TB, end TB. And that's exactly what this awareness will hopefully bring to you. Part one is done. Part two is coming up in just a bit. For now, though, my ladies out in Josie, Chan and Zan, what's still to come on your Feel Good Breakfast Show?
All right, everybody, you all know that it is your Feel Good Breakfast Show right here on SABC3. And coming up, we have Graham. He's going to be telling us his winning outfit. And, of course, it is World TB Day. So we're telling you exactly what the procedure is to get tested for TB. So much all of that coming up. We'll see you in a bit.
Hi guys, we're the Gut Girls and we're super excited to have partnered with Entyro in their Feed the Good campaign.
You stand a chance of winning one of 3 Le Creuset 5,000 Rand hampers weekly.
Head over to the Entyro website and download the Feed the Good recipe booklet.
You then cook one of these recipes, take a picture and upload it to your social media platform and tag Entyro Probiotic.
If you missed any of the details, find them in the caption below as well as the T's and C's.
It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Well, welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show, and thank you for joining us on this Health Tuesday. We're continuing the conversation on World TB Day with Dr. Chanel Martinison, Goodman Makanda, and Sisinumzamo Vali. Now, early testing, staying on treatment, and strong support systems all play a role in stopping the spread of TB. The question now is, what does that action actually look like in real life? Now, before we delve into the sis and the good doc about it, I do want to touch on something you mentioned earlier, Goodman. You had different versions of TB, MDR and XDR, if I'm not mistaken. Can you break that down and say how that's different to regular TB?
Yeah, I think normal people, they know the normal TB that we know for 6 months. As I mentioned, it was also a surprise to me because I never had TB before, but unfortunately, I learned to MDR. So I felt on that time, in 2013, 14, we take a medication for 2 years. We take an injection every day.
Sure.
But I was nearly to finish a treatment. Then I only left with 2 months. And then when I sent the sputum, so we as the RTP, as we call, we tested each and every month. You submit your sputum. Then the result came back, said, I'm positive. I was supposed to finish, but I came back positive.
Sure.
The following one came back positive. The last one, they said, no, now you are officially XDR-TB, extremely drug-resistant TB.
Wow.
So I start afresh again from scratch to another 2 years with an injection called kanamycin. It's not an easy injection to take, but it was because I want to live.
Of course.
So we're having those challenges, people, they don't know. And it's not only if maybe you must have a normal TB before and then you can contract XDR as it is. If you came in close to contact with someone that having the XDR or MDR TB. Yes, that is a thing that it should be. Our community educating them to make sure they understand exactly what's happening. And the anxiety when you came up, you having this, you said, why me? What happened? What did I did wrong?
Right.
Why? Because it didn't take me on that period to suffer like this. But now we're talking about, when we're talking about now the RTP, now we're no longer 2 years, we're talking about 6 months. Those they are lucky now because we fight for that to make sure these I suffer, but I don't want my community to suffer.
Of course.
Yes,
And that's why this conversation is so important. I am learning so much just sitting here as well. But Dr. Martinison, when should someone go for a TB test? I know that we've kind of spoken about this before, but just to reiterate, what moment should they not ignore? Because you mentioned, Goodman, that he was coughing up blood.
Yeah. So when there's a blood in the cough, definitely go. So that would be with a sputum. So we actually can send that sputum away. So like Goodman was saying, we send it to the lab and the lab can actually say, yes, there is TB. And then we can actually treat it. Like with him also, the XDR and MDR. So that would be multi-drug resistant or extremely drug resistant. And that becomes a little bit more difficult to treat, but again, it is still treatable. So I think patients should just go.
You know what, I think about the support system as well around you that actually might assist in your healing. Of course, you do your parts as well in the medical space, but how important is your support structure in terms of your community? So maybe you can talk to that.
That is the key. The community, we cannot stress enough because we see the patients in the facilities and we give them, there's a lot of medication that they need to go and take, and there is psychosocial determinants of health care. The conditions that these patients are living under are appalling when you get to go and see. So the family support, it's very important. We had an opportunity to speak with patients that are survivors of TB, and when they share with you the journey, it becomes very dark and depressing. And so we need to deal with them with grace and support them as families as well as communities, and the way in which we speak even around people that are living with TB. So it's very important that we educate ourselves so that we can be a shoulder to lean on for them for this journey, because it differs from person to person. Some will go for 6 months treatment, and for some it can go even up to 2 years, because you don't know what can go wrong along the way, depending on what TB you have. So support, we cannot stress that enough, of the communities.
And thank you for reminding us as well, even in terms of our language, that it matters with the stigma. You must be careful what you say and how you talk about certain things. So where's the biggest breakdown? Is it the testing, diagnosis, or treatment?
Definitely the testing.
The test. So from the beginning,
Yeah,
from the
the diagnosis. So like with these T-shirt, it says think TB. So patients don't even think, they're like, oh, I haven't been surrounded by someone with TB.
Therefore,
I shouldn't be having TB.
My sister was saying it's an airborne.
It's airborne. It stays in the air. It actually lingers longer than other bacteria do. So it stays there. So you might just be in the wrong place at the wrong time and actually contract it. It's not something that is from contact. So it's not handshakes or utensils or those things. It is in the air. And some people actually get not only lung TB, but abdominal TBs, brain TB, spinal TB. So there are other tests that we can do. So if there's even if there's no cough, the fatigue, the night sweats, the weight loss, rather just go and get tested. So always think about it. So I always tell my patients, yes, you haven't been exposed to somebody with TB, but we live in the Western Cape, and unfortunately, we still have a high burden of disease in the Western Cape. So I always think about TB. I'm always like, let's just go check a chest X-ray.
Absolutely. Well, thankfully, you are thinking about that, because usually people do say, oh, common cold, common flu, just give me a little pill and I'll be good to go as well. Goodman, if there's one thing, actually, I'll ask all of you this, that somebody can maybe do today to help them in their communities when it does come to support and prevention of TB, what would you leave with them?
How can I say, in a better way so they can understand? To encourage, as we mentioned, with prevention is better than cure. Our patient in the facility, they have that mandate when they go to prep room and then they show this coughing and whatever. When they go to test for TB, they said, we will hear, said, no, I didn't say I have TB. That is a thing they don't even think about it. So why we can't, as the community and the healthcare facility, TB must be checked for everyone in the facility, no matter you have symptoms or you don't have. Make sure you go to a routine to be tested for TB, as it happened for HIV. I will go for a headache, but I will be landing to the HIV room. Why not? I will be landing to the TB room. So let's encourage our community to say, please come forward, get tested. Prevention is better than cure. We're having even a prevention therapy that we want the community to get it. So if you go to the clinic and then you seek help and then you ask them for a prevention, so you can be prevented to getting this disease. Yes.
Just on a lasting note, if you could encourage the community.
I just want to say that TB is curable. Treatment is free in the government facilities. We have 81% cure rate in the Western Cape, which is very low. So meaning that there is people roaming around with TB that are not treated. We find them sometimes, a person is in the shopping center, there was a testing, it happens, and then you are positive, and then the people are not ready. So we just want to encourage the people that knows that they have TB, been diagnosed with it, please go and get your treatment, because it is free. And as families, let us support them in their journey, and as communities and at the facilities also, we are looking forward to welcoming and journeying with them and making sure that we give them the necessary support to ensure that they can be a testimony like goodness. He's been through a lot, and he did it.
He did it.
He did it. So yeah.
Still standing here 10 toes down. We love it, spreading that good word. And also, if we're greeted by your faces, we're more than happy. So, Doc, do you have a lasting note as well?
I think it's just that if it's persisting, get testing. So if you feel that something's not, you've taken the medication, if you've done everything, rather we can just test. It's not going to hurt to just test, and then it's not there or it is there.
Yeah. If it's persisting, gets to testing. This is the note that we've got to end on. Thank you so much for bringing that education, for shining a light on something that, like you said, is preventable. I know that we've probably saved many lives today. As we said, preventable and treatable when it comes to TB, and ultimately beatable, as you can see with our good man, good men. But only if you act safely and early, and of course support one another in your communities. Now, this World TB Day, the message is very clear that awareness must of course lead to action. And once again, Goodman, that t-shirt, think TB, no TB, end TB.
Yes.
Oh man, Mzansi, I need you to get ready because today we are celebrating a king, a man, a myth, a legend. Everyone, it is the king, Dr. Fezi Lemkhize, the best TV presenter in South Africa.
You guys always gas me up. It feels so good.
Well, we have the shining bright here. You were like, I'm going to make sure I'm going to bring it.
Listen, she looks good today. The light
to
is
see.
hitting her right. You know, it's a good morning. It's a good morning. She's usually asleep. So
And Fez, you said that she's got a name, right? You don't have to tell us now. Don't tell us now. Okay. We're giving you a reason to stick around, Expresso family, because we're celebrating Dr. Fezi Lemkhize, the best TV presenter in South Africa, and he's going to tell us the name of his softer. However, also coming up,
Over there in Cape Town, they're making a high-protein meal. I know this one wishes he was there in Cape Town to get his protein gains in. Stick around, Feel Good Fam. We'll see you in a bit.
It's my feel good breakfast show.
3 pains, 1 hero, tripod, triple relief. Park the pain your way. Grab yours today. Available in original and lemon flavors.
Well, welcome back, Mzansi. As we know, some mornings start smoothly, but others you wake up with a headache and the day still needs your attention. From the morning rush to a full workday, life keeps on moving, and that is why Gogo keeps Tripark close. Now, for headaches, toothache, and colds and flu, Tripark is the trusted triple relief pain powder that is ready to work in just 8 seconds, helping you stay on track with your day. Tripark, the name Gogo knows and trusts.
3 pains, 1 hero, tripod, triple relief. Park the pain your way. Grab yours today. Available in original and lemon flavors.
He is a man who continues to raise the bar and collect wins along the way. He literally leaves nothing left for us. Yeah. And of course, we are talking about Dr. Fezi Lemkhize, and he's here because this golden horn, it is best television presenter at the Softer.
it's true, everyone. From presenter search on 3 to being named Cosmo's sexiest man to taking Mr. Supranational, also winning Mr. World Africa 2019. There's nothing you haven't done.
He's a doctor too. Hold on.
Sorry, you're a doctor in the house.
You know-
Yes, and he's the best TV presenter in the country.
Just
Oh,
FYI.
wow.
Yeah.
It sounds quite a lot when you say it all at once. It just sounds like, Auntie, what are you doing the whole time? Like, just trying to do stuff. Too active, too ADHD.
But sorry, have you added all of this on your Instagram bio?
It's too long. They said the character count, and then so I was just like, kind guy. Just kind guy.
Kind, accomplished guy.
Tries.
Yes. But Fairs, we are so proud of you. Congratulations. As a family, it literally is no surprise to any of us. Like we said, from Presenter Search on 3, you've always been someone who shines through, and it's so beautiful to see you get the recognition that you deserve. So well done. And this is where we have to ask, because we know we're proud. We know we're excited. We're
Thank
happy.
you. By the way, you guys are hyped. I love it. The Softer family. I love
But
all
we
of
want
you.
to know how you feel.
I think it's crazy. I've been telling people the whole time. It almost, when she looks at me, it just feels like I'm like, oh my gosh.
Stop blushing.
Yeah, God, leave me. But when I look at it, I think it's more an expression of when I was here the last time talking about the industry and how I've been doing this since Presenter Search, so over 6 years, and you do all sorts of aspects of it, and to have it and to hold it, it just feels like an acknowledgement of that journey. So it's wild, to be honest.
And this baby right here, it's for your work on Top Travel.
Yes.
One incredible show, iconic. Is there one moment in Top Travel where you're like, that was my winning moment? That's the tape that they sent through and got me my SAFTA.
I promise you, there have been so many moments, because the way we shot the show, it was like a guerrilla team. And I talk about how small we were, but we were going and shooting all angles, all wides and close-ups, and people couldn't speak English but had the vibe. And so it was a crazy whirlwind time. But I think the Masai Mara was something that I said last time really stuck with me. And then there was a time where I was in Lesotho, and I remember it was like this drone shot, and I'm dancing with everybody there. I'm Zulu. I don't speak Sotho. I kind of got the gist of what was going on. But if you see that particular segment, I was sweating because I was literally dancing with everybody, old ladies, old men. There was a whole procession.
And then you still had to present.
Yeah. And then you guys know the voice. Of course.
And you killed it.
I sweat pouring down. I'm like, don't get in my eye. I need the smile. I need to connect with I think that was a moment for sure that I had to test out all the presenting elements of it. But yeah, the whole show was probably my love letter to the industry.
Oh, and I mean, it's a love letter that was well received, because this is what we wrote back to you, because we love you, Dr. Fairs. But I need to ask you, because just in case we forget, we said we were going to reveal the name of your baby, number one. And then number two, we need to know, how is she fitting into your life now? Like, what's going on there?
I saw her and I was like, hey, I wonder what this name would be. And I was just waiting, and then I could hear Saftrina. And I was like, oh, Saftrina. After, Sarafina, I love one of my top two movies. And I try to make sure she gets enough sleep. I go to work early, I gym early, so I tuck her in. I'm like, shh, just don't want to kiss on the all three of the horns. You know what I mean? 1, 2, 3. And I'm like,
and the bicep curls.
In the morning, after I'm done gym, I come through and I make sure we both get a workout. Because a pair that trains together stays together. It's just, and it's heavy. It's heavy on the arms.
I love that.
We were all touching this thing. What we didn't know, we were supposed to sanitize. Number 1, 2, 3. Our man been kissing us.
We apologize.
Listen, guys, it's in the family, right? It takes a village. We're all going to have all the disinfectants that are going to come.
We're all going to get sick together. That's all.
Also, we're led fearlessly, but also I wanted to say that this king over here, he literally, he called it Saftarina after Sarafina, which brought freedom. Now you have the freedom to ask for any price you want.
Wow.
When you're the best TV presenter, do you know what I mean?
Red card goes here.
Today's price is not today's price.
Clever. I love the way you think, my girl. You're talking about family. Now, Presenter Search on 3, I don't think you know this, but you beat me. I was in the same year as you on Presenter Search on 3.
I did not even know that.
You beat me, my guy.
Do you guys know the crazy story there?
Yes.
So I was literally coming from the hospital in my scrubs, bloody scrubs. I was picking up kind of friends that were there that were auditioning, and then somehow I ended up auditioning outside of the scrubs, and then
here you
are.
It was never part of your plan.
I was picking people up. I was in scrubs, and I was trying to pick them up. I wasn't even going to audition. I could only get in if I had a number. And then when I got the number, they said, you can't be in bloody scrubs. Here's old khaki. There's a pop-up station. So I took off the scrubs, took a couple of photos with old khaki. And then Mikhail, who was one of the directors, just kind of like pointed me out. He's like, hey, what are you doing? And I was like, I'm
fixing the world.
Yeah, I'm just here vibes.
That's what I'm doing.
I went straight to the judges, and the story.
The rest is history.
Yeah, we're here.
The rest is Saftarina.
And
we are so proud of you, like we said. And friend, I think that just speaks to how God's hand is over your life. But when your life is meant to go in a certain direction, it will. And do you know what the exciting thing is? You're still so young, so there's still so much that you're going to do.
Guys, I feel old. I just turned 35. Please. It's time to retire.
You're a baby. We love you. And, we're in the presence of greatness, so we're going to continue having these conversations. And Mzansi, you got to make sure that you don't go anywhere. Are you feeling a little bit hungry,
We're a little hungry, and I know this guy is really hungry. How many grams of protein have you eaten today? We're only on like 10 grams, isn't it?
No, but I'm only on 10. I need to bump it up. Calories are only on 1,000.
I shouldn't have asked him. 1,000 calories.
3,000.
Okay, let's head on over to Cape Town. They're making a protein-rich meal with some lentils, with some spinach. Let's see what's cooking.
Hello there. Well done, Fez. We love you, guy. We also have Major FOMO, and you do the most amazing gigs ever, and we love you for that as well. Thank you for knocking those doors down for the rest of us. We love you, guy. But right now, we love good food. We love comforting food. We love budget-friendly food, and that's the meal that we are making right now. It packs a serious nutritional punch as well. This is a high-protein lentil and spinach stew. Okay, calm down. I know I didn't say anything really exciting there. It's lentil and spinach and stew, but it's amazing. You can see, you can smell. It's going to be an absolute winner. It's hearty, it's flavorful, and made with simple pantry staples. But what really makes it shine is how nourishing it is, from plant-based protein and a lot of it to iron-rich greens. This is the kind of meal that warms you up while doing your body a whole lot of good.
Well, then I'm there.
I can see absolute disbelief in your eyes. Come on.
3 ingredients,
The
and it's
humble
going to do
lentil.
me good?
The humble lentil, okay.
The lentil goes a long way. When I wasn't eating meat, I would eat them in patties, curries, dal.
It's everything, eh?
Everything.
It needs a lot of flavor, but luckily it absorbs a lot of flavor. So we're going to start with the flavor building. And we've got our onion in there already, sauteing. You're going to push it. You're going to take it right to the edge of blonde.
Ooh.
Hey, look at that.
No, we can continue.
It looks lovely.
Smells incredible.
It really does. A little bit of garlic, or a lot. I just go crazy with garlic these days. I love
You also put me onto garlic powder.
Yeah, and it's becoming garlic powder, onion powder. I swear, if you've got those 2 things in your pantry, you'll be okay.
Yeah.
You can do any one-pot wonder. Then we're going to throw in some tomatoes.
Some tomatoes.
I don't think it really matters, actually, what order you go.
It all comes together.
Exactly. But the tomato is going to bring quite a bit of acidity as well.
Yeah.
And I'm realizing if you push and roast the tomatoes, like you can even do it in your air fryer beforehand if you want to really develop that flavor. Lots of olive oil, I love that, so that flavor really enriches that.
And the sweetness also.
You see what I'm saying, but the fresher it is, the more acidic it is.
It's true. That's how people add sugar.
Yeah, and you can use that. You can use a range of fresh and kind of, develop the flavor and roast some up and have fun. The tomato can do quite a lot.
The humble tomato.
The humble tomato, I love that. Then we're going to add our stock.
Okay, let's go. What is this, veggie?
We've gone with the veggie stock just to stay on theme here, but as we always say, if it's in your pantry, it's perfect.
That's right.
It was meant to be, because it is there and it's not costing you any more money than you've spent. Go for it, because we've got some lentils.
Right.
And these guys, they can take a lot. I said that with such absolute confidence. I have no idea if we're supposed to use all of it, but I like the fact that we're going to have a nice hearty stew.
Got it.
No, the joy of the lentil, it can take in a lot of moisture, and it's going to need at least 20 minutes to cook. So while this is simmering down, we're going to lose moisture, and that's going to absorb. So you can khoe and our turmeric and salt and pepper.
We've got the red lentils today.
Unless someone painstakingly spends some time soaking those and changing their color. And I have no idea what the difference between the lentils is in terms of preparation or anything like that. The bottom line is they will, in any way, shape or form, need a bit of a cook.
That's true.
So why not cook them in the stuff that's going to kind of soak in that flavor?
Oh, some bori.
I absolutely love this for anti-inflammatory properties.
Agreed.
If you can get the ginger and turmeric, I always say I feel like I'm saying turmeric wrong.
No.
Turmeric.
Some people say turmeric. It's turmeric.
Turmeric.
It's turmeric.
You have to say it like
we call it
dismissive,
bori in our community.
Okay.
But you can say turmeric.
Can I not say bori? Am I allowed to say bori?
You are allowed to say bori. You are.
Because it does sound cool, and I haven't heard it before. Now I've got insecurity around.
No, don't.
Turmeric.
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 We put some salt and pepper as well. Essentially, this is like a dal.
It's beautiful, it's flavorful, and it's taken us all of 3.5 minutes, literally, to put together. And then we've got our baby spinach. I love from a flavor profile. I prefer it to normal spinach, but I think you get the same health benefits. The zinc, the iron, absolutely amazing.
Right.
It's a recipe, guys. It's a 3-ingredient awesome recipe, and the QR code is on your screen right now. So give it a scan and cook along with us. And you could bolster it up. You could add additional proteins if you needed it. I mean, you could even go the route of some brown rice.
Ooh.
This is a meal.
That's like healthy. Right. I like it. You could add some shredded chicken if you want to do also, I probably would do that.
Well, I don't know why you look at me when you said, look at them.
I would do that.
She was drawing me into her. Okay, no, I love this for a healthy alternative, but like you say, I love this as well to get a lot more out of the ingredients that you have in your kitchen.
Absolutely.
So if you've got that one chicken breast left that's dying for a shredding, and then
get into it. Then we've got our meal.
Are you happy to eat this morning? Because
that's a portion for 2.
I was fasting the whole of last week, and I made you eat absolutely everything.
You do it. It's actually your turn.
I don't want to. Okay.
The recipe is on the QR code on your screen to get this reaction in your household.
It's a stew.
It's a stew.
It's a delicious, hearty stew.
Delicious.
And you know how a stew has got to kind of linger. There's got to be 1 or 2 flavor points. It's got to hit, and then you're going to go, You've got to have 3 levels at least. Absolutely delicious.
You could add some dhania, you could add some parsley, some chili if you'd like as well. You could zhuzh it up. For now, though, that's the delicious recipe that you can get on expressoshow.com, and we'll see you straight after this.
A whole lot of chili.
Oh, yeah.
It's really good.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Mzansi, it's always so good to be with you, and this is why we're so glad you are with us in the name of Feeling Good this morning. And if you're just joining us, we say welcome to the biggest and best breakfast show in the whole entire land. And we say Goeiemorgen, Molweni, Avsheni, no matter where you are. And I'm here to tell you about how you could be a winner, because Mzansi Panda Push-Up Play Powerball Plus for an estimated 52 million rand jackpot this Tuesday, and you could make it rain lots of cash this March. So what are you waiting for? Buy your tickets now in store or on nationallottery.co.za. There's the mobile app, there's cell phone banking, there's so many different options, and we've posted all the details on our Expresso social media pages. So go and check them out immediately. Panda Push-Up Play Powerball Plus for an estimated 52 million rand jackpot today, and you could win multi-millions. And it's what I'm hoping over you, okay? There's so much that could happen if you were a millionaire, but when you don't want to enter, you don't want to do the right thing. Get your tickets. And for now, while you ponder that, let's 100% make sure that you are also in the know of everything happening all around the world. Here's Cape Town with your news headlines.
Well, thank you so much, Zanele. Just moments before we hit 7 o'clock, it's time to get back into your national news headlines. And starting out with the South African Social Security Agency, or SASSA, that has released the official social grant payment schedule for the 2026-27 financial year. Now, in April, older persons will be paid on the 2nd of April, disability grants on the 7th of April, and children's grants on the 8th of April. In May, payments fall on the 5th, 6th and 7th of May, respectively. Our grant dates are staggered to ensure early month access, avoid holidays, Mondays and weekends, with any weekend or public holiday payments deferred to the next working day. Now, SASSA urges beneficiaries missing payments to visit their nearest office. In other local news, and good news at that, Cape Town International Airport has been named the best airport in Africa at the 2026 Skytrax World Airport Awards out in London, marking the 11th consecutive year it has scooped top honours at the awards. Now, OR Tambo International Airport in Johannesburg ranked second, and King Shaka International Airport in Durban was placed fourth. Now, Kigali International Airport in Rwanda came third. The Airports Company of South Africa said the awards reflect staff dedication and ongoing efforts to provide safe, efficient and seamless travel experiences. Well, internationally speaking, U.S. President Donald Trump is balancing military pressure with what he describes as renewed diplomacy in the conflict with Iran, ordering a 5-day pause on planned strikes against Iranian infrastructure. Now, he claims talks show progress and a deal could be close. However, Iran has firmly denied that any negotiations are taking place, casting doubt on Washington's position. Now, while Trump insists Iran must curb its nuclear ambitions, the conflicting narratives highlight ongoing tensions, with military options still on the table despite the apparent diplomatic opening. Meanwhile, in news on the continent, Namibia has denied a telecommunications license to Elon Musk's Starlink, preventing the satellite internet provider from operating in the country. The decision, published in the Government Gazette, also rejects access to key radio spectrum needed for services. Authorities have previously raised concerns around compliance with local laws, including ownership requirements and regulatory standards. Now, the move highlights ongoing tensions between global tech firms and national regulations as Starlink continues to face licensing challenges in parts of Africa despite its rapid expansion across the continent. And let's close off on this note. One of the many notable moments, or comments rather, after this weekend's tremendously successful Live Golf at Steyn City in Midrand was that of a social media user who boldly declared that despite challenges, South Africa remains a great country. Hundreds of fans filled the club, turning a world-class tournament into a celebration of unity. During Sunday's final round, the crowd's powerful rendition of Nkosi Sikelel' iAfrika gave goosebumps all round. And more than 100,000 fans attended, making it a record-breaking South African golfing event. While Karash's GC and Bryson DeChambeau claimed victory, the real win belonged to the fans, whose pride and passion stole the show and reminded the world of South Africans' gees and that Mzansi flair and magic. Well, on that note, we close up your 7 o'clock news. But speaking about sports, let's get into the world of that with Graham.
Oh, perfect prelude to get into our sporting lineup this morning. Let's dive right in with footballing news, as Federico Chiesa has been ruled out of Italy's World Cup playoff up against Northern Ireland. That's after being deemed unfit to play in the qualifier. The Italian Football Federation confirming his absence now, with Niccolò Cambiaggi called up as cover as Italy bid to avoid missing a third straight World Cup. Let that sink in. Now we can get into athletics, as Sifan Hassan has had to withdraw from the London Marathon due to an Achilles injury sustained sadly in training. The Olympic champion said she could not reach peak condition for the April 26 race, having won the event, of course, in 2023 and marathon gold at the 2024 Paris Olympics. Now, there has been rugby aplenty in the varsity lane, and the tries have not stopped coming. Marty's edged out the NWU Eagles in a pretty tight one, 30-26, in fact. Tense varsity cup clash at the Darnley Craven Stadium. While the UFS Shimlas, they beat the UCT's Ikes 40-33 in another high-scoring encounter. Then UJ defeated CUT 29-13 in another thrilling contest to round off a brilliant evening's action. Keep it up, gents. Keep it up. Now let's get into tennis. tennis as Daniil Medvedev crashed out of the Miami Open. That was after a 3-set defeat at the hands of Francisco Cerundolo. So losing 6-love, 4-6 and 7-5, with the Russian rallying after losing that first set, but falling short in the decider. And Felix Auger-Aliassime, he also exited the tournament after being stunned 6-3, 1-6, 6-3 by Terence Atmane in another shock upset in Miami. And we'll return to Miami in about an hour and get in all of those sporting news tidbits. But right now, of course, the roads should be up and running. Let's get you to work safely.
Well, thanks, Gray. Let's have a first look at your traffic for this morning. Out in Cape Town in Athlone, there is currently heavy congestion building on the N2 inbound, and that's at Jakes Gerwel. Now, motorists are advised to remain patient and, of course, to avoid texting while driving. Sticking in Cape Town, heading over to Brackenfell now, where there is congestion building on the R300 northbound at Old Paarl Road in the northern suburbs of Cape Town. Motorists in the area can expect delays and are advised to just proceed with caution and consider alternate routes where possible. That's where we leave your roads for this hour. We'll see what's happening again at 8 o'clock. For now, let's see how we can prep you for the day with your weather. Well, let's start out in Polokwane now, where today you'll experience partly cloudy conditions with a 25% chance of rain. Delving straight into your temperatures, we start at a warm 19 and it increases to a steady 28. And then looking ahead at the week, cloudy and wet conditions will persist, with temperatures remaining in the upper 20s. Into Klerksdorp we go next, where thunderstorms will dominate your day with an 80% chance of rain. Now your temperatures start at 16 and reach a pleasant 24. Expect a wet period ahead with temperatures in the upper 20s as the week develops. Into Pretoria now, where scattered thunderstorms are expected with a 50% chance of rain. Now your temperatures range between 18 and 26 degrees. And looking into the week, rainy conditions do continue with temperatures remaining in the upper 20s. Let's see if the same carries out with Johannesburg, where you'll start your Tuesday with thunderstorms and a 60% chance of rain. Now your temperatures begin at 14 and increase to 22. In the days ahead, expect cloudy conditions with temperatures between 14 and 25. Out in Mbombela, isolated thunderstorms are expected with a 65% chance of rain. Now temperatures rise from a pleasant 19 to 24. Now wet week lies ahead, so keep those raincoats nearby. Heading to beautiful Bloemfontein next, where you can expect isolated thunderstorms with a 45% chance of rain. Temperatures climb from 16 to a comfortable 23 degrees. And looking ahead, temperatures stay in the mid-20s, with rain likely chanced at 60%. Out in Richards Bay, you'll start your Tuesday with an 80% chance of rain and some afternoon thunderstorms that you can expect. Temperatures range from 22 to a pleasant 25 degrees. Now, cloudy and wet conditions continue into the days ahead. While sticking to the coastline, out in Durban, cloudy skies with afternoon thunderstorms are expected with a 45% chance of rain. Temperatures start at 22 and max out at 25. And looking ahead, cloud cover persists with scattered showers. Well, Mtata, let's see what's going down your side. It is mostly cloudy conditions with afternoon thunderstorms that are expected. Temperatures rise from 17 to a warm 26, and wet and thundery conditions continue for the rest of the week. Out in Krada, cloudy skies in the morning is what you can expect, with some sunshine breaking through in the afternoon. Our temperatures rise from a cool 19 to a hot 32 degrees, and rainy conditions continue into the next couple days ahead. Let's head into Abeja, where cloudy conditions will keep the sun mostly hidden. Temperatures will climb from 21 to 27 with strong wind from the east. Now, wet period follows with rain expected tomorrow at 35%. Well, from GQ, let's see what gorgeous George is looking like on this Tuesday. Well, you can expect some morning cloud that will clear for some afternoon sunshine. Temperatures rise from 20 to 31. And looking ahead, expect partly cloudy and humid conditions as we make our way into the rest of the week. Well, George is looking great. Let's see what's going down in Cape Town, where you'll start your Tuesday with bright and sunny skies. Temperatures range from 17 to a pleasant 29. Now in the days ahead, partly cloudy conditions continue, with rain expected tomorrow, chanced at 60%. While on the side of Sutherland, you can expect an 80% chance of rain today with afternoon thunderstorms. Temperatures climbing from a cool 15 to a comfortable 29 degrees. Looking ahead, it's mostly sunny skies that will return with temperatures in the upper 20s as the week goes on. Well, let's see what's going down in Kimberley. It is partly cloudy skies with a 50% chance of rain. That's the order of the day. Temperatures ranging between 18 and 27. Now, in the coming days, temperatures remain in the upper 20s with scattered showers averaging at 42%. And last but never least, we've got Uppington, where it's mostly sunny skies that are expected with a 35% chance of rain to offer some relief. Our temperatures start at 21 and climb to a high of 35. Now looking ahead, cloudy and rainy weather does continue with temperatures hitting those lower 30s. Well, that brings us into the sunrise view of this hour. Earlier on, we saw what KZN looked like through the eyes of Fancy Nancy. And now it's all to do with Barbie's man, Ken. And he sent an image from Keymouth out in the Eastern Cape, just letting us know and reminding us that Keymouth is absolutely beautiful. Anytime we get an image from this side of town, we are here for it. We love it. And we praise you for making sure that we can witness such beauty. Remember that you can also let us know what it's looking like on your side of town. I'll remind you again of that number. It is 06303696949, and that's how you get in touch with us directly into studio. We've seen Eastern Cape, we've seen KZN. Let's see where we head to next at 8 o'clock. Now, Mzansi, we're so excited about this. Earlier on in the show, in fact, at the start of the show, we asked you to help Graham find an autumn-winter 2026 fit for today's show. He started looking a little grey, but now we definitely want to step it up. Option 1 was classic but redefined, and option 2, polished but with a modern twist added to it. So let's see some of those votes and comments coming on through. I know where my vote lied, but it was up to you at the end of the day. So Basit Sana girl, what have you got to say? She said, good morning, fam. Happy Tuesday. Option 1 for me. And of course, using that qualifying hashtag, styled by Woolies. Basit Sana, we thank you for weighing in. Let's see what Teresa had to say. She says, good morning. Good morning to you, Teresa, my beloved feel-good fam. Graham would look so good and great on option 1, styled by Woolies. Happy Tuesday, family. And happy Tuesday to you too, Teresa. Well, the girlies have spoken, and you know what? I agree with you 100% because Graham just looks too good in this outfit. But I'm not going to say any more. We have to see him walk on by.
The outfit started walking out before I did, actually, because it was ready. It was ready for its moment. Love it.
Great.
Very cool. Loving the loose fits on the pants. Almost started dancing there just
you
for a
see?
second.
The boots
Love
are
it,
made
man.
for walking.
Loose fit. Got the layers so we can take them off as the day progresses. Loving the
Love the suede. Also,
cool.
where it cuts on your body. Perfection.
So a little bit of old, a little bit of slow, a little bit of fast, and we're here for that. We like the trend, but we like when it dips into classic fashion trends as well. Love the look, love the overall look. You guys are clever. My goodness, well done. Thank you.
You know what? Maybe I swayed them just a little bit because I did say option 1 looked so incredible.
But
You're
let's
now
see.
worthy.
Let's do the ultimate test.
Worthy to join me.
Oh, look at that. So I'm staring at my own screen while I'm staring at you guys on TV land. But look at that.
You look
well
fantastic, Ray. Well done to you,
Thanks,
Mzansi.
gang.
And we told you to refresh your wardrobe with pieces that are effortlessly stylish and perfect for cooler days ahead. Shop that autumn-winter 26 styles and more at Woolworths. You can find it in-store, online, and of course on the Woolies app. One more twirl, Gray. Let's go.
Really, got to get the suede in.
Ooh.
Love it.
Only you can make my day.
Welcome back as we take yet another medical turn on this beautiful Tuesday morning. And I think we're feeling it a little bit now as the temperatures start to drop. Many of our daily habits start to just change a little bit. You might not even notice it as yet. But as we move a little bit less to maybe accommodate the chillier air outside, we crave warmer comfort foods and often don't drink nearly enough water as much water as we should. But these small shifts can have a bigger impact on our bodies than we actually realize, especially when it comes to our vital digestion. And this morning we are taking a closer look at how winter habits can contribute to constipation and what we can do to keep things moving during those colder months. And I know seasonality seems to have been thrown out the window when it comes to getting sick, but this is something we need a brace for. And here to help us do exactly that, Dr. Mikhail Bain. Thank you so much, my friend. Did you ever in your wildest dreams think we'd be on national TV talking about constipation, my friend?
Not this early in the morning.
Exactly. But when it hits, my friend.
Exactly.
It's a part of the human condition.
Yeah.
So thank you so much for being here, because so many people, so many of our viewers engage in this lane because they need help. So I think maybe the shift in seasonality, as much as we've had nasty gastro that I'm sure was impacted in your
Every
world,
day, yeah.
very much so. But as we shift into winter, things are changing, and it's not just the arrival of flu, but other things are going on. Talk to us about that shift. What's going on?
So, well, as winter hits, everything slows down, and that includes the gut. Right, so more and more we just tend to relax under a cozy blanket, just drink less fluid because we feel like it's cold. And
might not be exercising as much
exactly.
as we were.
So we slow down. Yeah, exactly. So all of that contributes, and lack of movement and that. So as we slow down, the gut slows down, and we just the gut needs movement, and that's the main thing about it. Yeah, in winter.
The gut, the emotion, the brain, the body all needs movement. Exactly. Yet it's often like the last thing we lean on until you do it and then you realize, hang on a minute, that's all I needed to do.
Exactly.
So I'm going to lay it on thick this morning just for you that's sitting on that precipice. Get up and move today. Just do something. We've found ourselves on the show. We spend a lot of time in our kitchen. Hearty stews have already come out now. We lean into the warmer comfort food, let's call it. What do we need to be mindful of when making those kind of choices?
So it's more about balance. I mean, we're not saying stay away from comfort food, but it's very important that we balance it with high fiber foods, good fluid intake. Even though it's cold, you lean more towards hot teas, those kind of things. Coffee is actually a naturally good laxative.
I was going to say, it's perfectly fine to say it on your Feel Good Breakfast show. Okay, we are all right with the coffee.
So the main thing about it is that we need balance, fiber, vegetables, fruit, those kind of things, incorporated into a very delicious kind of meal, and just keep moving. So
consistency and balance. I like that a lot. What can that look like in terms of movement? Because there's not many of us wanting to start our long-distance road running in the middle of winter. What does movement need to look like to hit that healthy baseline, do you think?
Pretty light, hey? You don't have to go on marathons or run or get up at 5 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning to go for that. Basically, constant movement, being active around the house, some light stretching. It's more about consistent, shorter movements as opposed to being sedentary that actually just activates. Stretching, getting that heart rate up in the morning is all that you need. You'd be surprised how little you actually need to keep things moving.
So you could do one of our 7-minute workouts on the show.
Yeah,
that's
perfect.
It. Do it with us. Well, I say do it with Carissa, if she's going to be doing it this morning. No, but I love that, because I think we often build up a mountain in front of us to kind of keep us away from the task at hand, because it's easily justified.
Exactly.
One step at a time. How do we eat the elephant? One mouthful at a time. Well, feeding off this energy, this consistency, the small step mentality, what can we do every day to look after our gut? What is a great roadmap to follow? So
first thing in the morning, what I always like to say, start the morning with a nice hot beverage. So right, to activate the gut movement, hot beverage, movement, and then also bearing in mind that it doesn't take a lot to move up and down, right, as you said. So basically light exercise, light stretching in the morning, whether it be yoga or the 7-minute exercise, water intake, and just keeping it throughout the day. One thing to note is that obviously we get a little bit more fluish and coldish in the winter. That usually means we're popping more decongestants. All of those kind of things can slightly and mildly dehydrate us. So always keep that in mind and just drink fluids, even when you don't feel thirsty. That's important.
100%. And think about electrolytes as well. If you are feeling dehydrated, it's not just the water. I know that's been reinforced a lot for us. All of this being said, I do feel like we've got a lot of control in this space, which is great. We can be proactive. if we've hit that critical mass, excuse the pun, what are the warning signs that we do need to speak to someone to, and what can we reach for?
Yeah. So something to note is that it's not necessarily only about the consistency, but also about the type of stool. Sorry to bring it up this early morning.
We've got to do it, man.
So we actually call what we call the Bristol stool chart. And basically, once you see that you start to straining a little bit more, once it gets a little bit hard, cracked stools or pellets, even if you can go into that, then it's already warning signs. You don't have to wait for, hey, I haven't gone today or yesterday at all. Once you see it starting to slow down.
And you know your body. You know the way you roll.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So once that reaches that point, first of all, we always start with lifestyle. Get up, move more, water, try to flush it out in that regard, fiber foods. But other than that, there are very good over-the-counter medications. You don't even need the doctor's impact in for now that you can just take daily just to keep things moving. But if all else fails, eat the cardboard box of the of your Kellogg's. You know,
Get
that's excellent fiber.
in there,
Exactly.
baby. I know we can joke about it because it often is as simple as the answer being right in front of you. But I love the fact that there are over-the-counter measures that we can take. There are pharmacists that have a huge knowledge base to help, and of course we've got our doctors in our corner ready to deal with this, even at 6:30 in the morning on live TV, because that's how they roll. Thank you so much, Doc. Great to connect with you. I have a feeling we'll be back. But hopefully you have received just a little glimmer of hope, because we can joke as much as we like, but it can get very real and it can have huge impact in our lifestyle. Very interesting how the small seasonal changes, and I bet you're starting to pick up a few in your own space now, can have such a big impact on our bodies, on our overall health. But the good news is that with a few simple adjustments, we can support our digestive health and stay comfortable right throughout winter. Winter for what?
Whether it's acute or chronic constipation, Aspen's got you. Get the constipation relief you need from Aspen's laxative portfolio.
Well, let's stay in that lane right now. If you're suffering from acute or chronic constipation, Aspen's got you. For long-term constipation relief, Aspen offers Movicol, Pegicol and Laxin. And then for relief from occasional constipation, you can turn to Lenanax, Lenin Glycerin or Laxador suppositories. And then for gradual constipation relief, there is Brooklax and Laxador tablets. And you can choose the laxative you need from South Africa's value-leading laxatives company and help your family get the relief that they need.
Whether it's acute or chronic constipation, Aspen's got you. Get the constipation relief you need from Aspen's laxative portfolio.
Now on this Health Tuesday, we've been cooking up an absolute storm in the kitchen. In case you missed it, earlier on we made kind of like our version of dal. It was a lentil stew with some baby spinach. And now we're going to add even more protein in the mix with some extra nutritional ingredients. And I'm talking about a quick, wholesome meal that's big on flavor and even bigger on nourishment. Now this is a baked lemon garlic fish with sweet potatoes. It is simple, an oven dish that delivers on all the fronts. It is light and zesty and packed with so many nutrients that support your overall wellness, which we just heard about. It's the perfect balance of lean protein, slow release carbs, and also just vibrant greens, because we've added in some broccoli as well. And Graham, I almost feel like this is your Tuesday dinner.
Okay, and it could be.
It could be your
Tuesday our
Tuesday
Tuesday
dinner.
breakfast, to be honest.
Oh,
It's
sign me
looking
up.
really good. Can I ask you a vitally important question?
You can.
How are you, my friend? Hey?
You know what? I'm great. How are you?
Great. I'm really good.
Are you good?
I'm really good.
Can I make you feel better?
Mm-hmm.
I've got some sweet potatoes for you.
I love it. No, you don't understand. We talk about gut health. We talk about looking after yourself. We're always reaching for the top of the mountain, to use the analogy we just used.
It's true.
The first step is right in front of you. I love this. This is going to be light. It's going to be delicious. And I like the fact that we haven't cooked out the nutrients from our veg.
Right. So we spoke about that as well, because you don't want it to be just mush, right? You want it to have a bit of a crunch, a bit of a bite still in the mix. So sweet potatoes do take a while to bake.
And you want to get the nuttiness, the delicious sweetness out of them.
Exactly.
And I think the longer the roast, the better.
And they do become a little sweet. Okay, so we just want to season it with some salt and pepper and make sure we mix that around. And then that goes straight into the oven. I'll just put it on the one side for now.
Okay.
The idea is that we're going to bake this first.
Okay,
for 15,
then we're going to build up our plate. Cool.
Exactly. Because fish, we know, you don't want to have a droog vis.
A droog.
You see? That struggled to come out.
Well, you could have two dry fish, and one could be drier than the other one. It's just droog.
Droog.
Trappe van vergelijking.
And what are you going to do? We don't want dry fish. And you know what? Hake is delicious.
Meneer
So,
Enrico, ek is jammer.
so
Ek is
jammer
baie
ook.
jammer. I can even hear kringe in a boss in my head as you say this now, and I can see Mr. Enrico, who was a
Rolling his
blessed
eyes.
and beloved teacher of mine who had, I think, never-ending patience. He must have, for me. You know,
Afrikaans teachers do, though.
And no, what I loved about him is he wouldn't let me speak to him unless I was speaking in Afrikaans.
Oh, I love
But then
that.
he would take the 25 minutes for me to get the sentence out of my little head. But he changed the game for me. He enriched my love of the language so much that for someone who really struggled for most of my school career, I did all right. In matric, I actually really embraced it.
Well done, Grace.
Meneer Enrico, ek het jou lief.
Oh man, it could work. I'm gonna just put some salt and pepper on
What's
here.
going to happen if we actually have to do an interview in Afrikaans?
Nee, ek verstaan Afrikaans. My ouers is Afrikaans, my familie is Afrikaans,
Is
maar
jy nie 'n bietjie sien nie by
praat
agter?
dit nie baie goed nie.
No, fake it till you make it. That's my thing is, as long as you lower your voice a few octaves. See, I'm giving you as much time to prepare this fish. It's going to take longer to prepare this than it is
Your
to
mouth
cook
is
it, I think.
working and I'm doing the actual labor. Okay, so let's go in with some oregano, salt, pepper, some lemon juice because it has
because
to
we
be
have to.
lemony.
And there, you know, the chemistry is already working. It's the acids are going to start breaking down the fibers in the fish
Exactly.
already. You can literally pick it. Are you going to use all the utensils? I like your style, girl. When I say,
Trying to grab these.
okay. And you can see the lemon
man.
juice is actually already working on the
like a
fish. You can,
ceviche.
you can see that it's actually starting to cure the fish immediately. And then,
In the oven it goes.
and we finish it off presumably just for a couple of minutes.
Literally.
Okay, I'm going
And then,
do
of
this.
course, you would just squeeze some lemon on top because it has to be lemony. I would even add some garlic in the mix as well with your garlic powder. I think it would just take it to new heights. But that is a really clean, easy, and nutritious dinner.
Oh, beautiful protein, the right
it
kind of
just?
veg. This is where veggies become medicinal.
Mm-hmm.
And you're going to get the right kind of carb fuel from a sweet potato, I think, is ideal. If you're a high-performance kind of athlete, if you're doing anything that's pushing your body, it's the right kind of energy to have. Is that not the most balanced plate that I think we've ever produced
Ever
on
seen
this
those
show?
sweet potatoes look fantastic.
Should I swing around?
We're gonna swing around.
And have a little...
Please
no,
have
I
a
don't know if I've
nibble.
got. I don't know if I've got to be creative like you with the utensils and try to. Okay.
My problem is that I'm a saucy girl. See, I would add
I think.
sauce
I mean,
too.
you could up the butter and lemon content and create a bit of a sauce
I was
vibe of that.
thinking
I think.
mayonnaise.
Rock and roll. Girl. Hey, listen, I was at the Oriental supermarket.
Ooh.
And I've picked up about 5 different mayonnaises that are next
I'm
level.
telling you, that Kewpie.
All right.
Right.
It's not too fishy, which I love. This might sound strange while eating fish. And that is delicious. The sweetness of the sweet potato set against the lemoniness of the fish.
Yep.
Absolutely beautiful. You can taste the fact, or you can feel that we have literally just minutes, if that,
Yep.
with the fish. Really don't overcook, but scan the QR code. You can probably cook it better than us.
You probably
and
could.
Show us. Okay,
Please
I'm gonna try one of
do.
these.
0630369649. Send those pictures on through if you do feel like you could take this on. And we'll see you straight after this break. And guess what? On the other side of it, something even more delicious than our meal.
Captain,
Kurt
Spani,
Darren.
Sailor,
Captain,
yes,
Myne.
myne. Is it say of May?
Dis almal
Dis
van
myne.
ons.
Dis myne.
See you after the break.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back, Feel Good fam. You're still tuned into your Feel Good Breakfast Show right on Esther. Hope you're settled in. Hope you have your coffee because our next guest, literally South African royalty.
It's true. He's a king. Because get ready, South Africa. Kurt Darren is hitting the road with a fresh new English single. Yeah, Baya Fresh. Okay, and this one is guaranteed to get listeners singing along from the very first 6-7. Following a year of massive momentum and bold new sounds, Kurt Darren once again just breaks the expectations with 6-7, okay? He's saying, you know what? You can't box me. It's a feel-good, nostalgic song, and it's, of course, around the viral 6-7 trend, dominating TikTok and youth culture worldwide. Everyone, let's give him a feel-good welcome. It's the icon, Kurt Darren.
Thank you.
Kurt, hoe gaan het?
Lekker. You're right, you can't box me.
Yeah, you can't.
I don't know why I wrote a 6-7 song. I wrote it in December already. I was actually here to promote another song.
Yes.
That we've recorded. I recorded Hemel Topback with Spookvulf, and I've got another song coming out. And I was here to do that, and then I said to my record company, listen, I've written another song.
Yes.
They go, what song is that? I said 6-7. They said, no, you didn't. I said, 100% I did. And then I played it to them, and then this is the song we're talking about today.
I love that. You just answered my first question because I was like, what drew you to 6-7?
My kids. The kids of 9 and 11, you know?
Yeah.
Like, my wife would ask my son, Cade, and he's very cool, ask him, Katie, have you done your history homework?
6-7.
Yeah. So, I'm getting a lot of teachers hating on me. A lot of parents, when schools break up on Friday and they go away on holiday on road trips. Oh, man. But the song is about a road trip.
Oh, beautiful.
It's nostalgic. So it's not a gimmick song. It's not like just a cheese. It's actually got a story to it. And you must actually listen to the full story, and it's out today.
Oh, exciting. We're going to be listening to it live for the very first time here
Cool.
on Expresso. Okay, so you said your children, they brought you 6-7, correct?
Correct, yeah.
So when they did it the first time, were you like, what are you doing with your hands?
Yeah, I kind of was kind of seeing what they would. Remember in the old days, the old people used to go, if you say, would you like coffee or tea? They go, 6s and 7s. They used to do that.
I didn't know that.
They used to do that, so it's been around for a long time. But now it's trending worldwide.
Yes.
So it's crazy. I just can't believe no one else has written a 6-7 song.
There's nothing original in this world. The same way like 90s fashion and all these things come back. 6s and 7s is back, but it's just different.
Yeah, it's just different, and just everyone's just having fun. And I'm having fun in my career.
Good. Yes.
I don't have to stick to a thing. Imagine every song I brought out was the same formula. You know, another hop-hop, another oorwurm.
Another captain.
Another captain.
Yes.
Although people would like another captain.
En jy is nou kaptein 6-7.
Ek is nou kaptein 6-7.
Ja.
Dis 'n lekker ex-kaptein loslappie 6-7.
En op spinnekop.
En op spinnekop.
That's it.
I was actually at the big golf event.
Oh, yes.
On the weekend, I was there on Thursday, and they spotted me and they called me up to come sing captain.
No way!
Yeah, in the Lion's Den.
Yes.
And it was such a jewel, yeah.
So essentially, Kurt Darren doesn't have to pay for tickets ever. He just goes and starts singing Captain outside. Then they go, come inside, come inside. I am Captain.
What you doing there? Come here.
Come here, exactly. But Kurt, then talk to us, because of course you said that this is pretty much a song that was inspired by your kids. Would you say it's almost like an ode to your kids?
Yeah, definitely. It's about going back to my old hometown.
Yeah.
And all the streets look a little bit different, except the one that knows my name.
Aww.
You know, and then we decided, like, take a road trip. Even if you break down, make a fire, just have fun.
Yes.
And we're just like kids again. 6-7.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah, that's kind of what it's about. So it's the first song, actually, since my kids have known that I'm a singer, that they keep on asking every day, Papa, wanneer kom die liedjie uit?
Wow.
Wanneer kom 6-7 uit?
And isn't that the greatest gift?
It's
that you're able to give it
amazing.
back to them?
Yeah, it's amazing that they eventually listen to my music.
Do you also think it's because it's one where you decided only English?
Well, you know, the English thing is because it's this universal theme, you know? In fact, there's a guy called John Green. He's an international songwriter.
Yeah.
And I have his brother, Daniel, who plays guitar with me on shows.
Yeah.
He's from London. And this guy lives in Nashville now. And he writes for Sam Smith, Kylie Minogue. There's so many guys he writes for, James Bay. And we sent him the song. And 5 minutes later, he phoned me and he said, Kurt, you realize this could be a worldwide hit.
What? No. You've got an accent there.
No, it was a London thing. He's from London. He's from London. He said, you realise this could be a worldwide hit. So I went, oh, let's just give it a go, you know. So we're having fun. So he sprinkled some fairy dust on
We
it
love
as well.
that.
Wow.
And you said it was released today. The numbers are looking incredible already, correct?
Yeah, it's quite scary. It was released this morning, you know. I think 6 o'clock it was out. And it's...
Oh, very. Between 6 and 7?
I was about to say it was released around
between
6 7.
Listen,
Beautiful.
that's the thing. 6 7.
Oh, well, Kurt, are you ready to, you know, dazzle the whole country?
Of course.
Love it.
We are excited. 6-7 is coming to your screens very, very soon. Cape Town, listen, maak reg van nou ons gaan 'n bietjie skits.
Wow.
Yeah, Tom, to skirt. We're so ready. You know, when I was
love
in
that guy.
Mauritius, can I
Yeah.
tell you? We were on the boat, traveling, doing our thing. Guess what?
Captain.
Captain Los Lapi on the airwaves. And they were going crazy for it, singing along to every lyric. They didn't understand, obviously, but it was the best.
And there were no actual sails on the ship because it was a cruise liner.
There was none.
But I get the vibe. No, I love it. I remember doing a corporate, a massive, high-paying corporate where every one of the top vocalists in the country was there.
Sure.
And they were handing out songs, and then it got to Jesus to a Child, the George Michael, which is one of the most beautiful vocal songs, and no one would go near it. And Kurt was like, okay.
I'll do
and
it.
just dropped the most beautiful performance. I'm still getting goosebumps thinking about it now. The boy has the chops,
Come
okay?
on, Kurt Darren.
Can he stand up to the trend?
6
I
7.
think so. No, I absolutely love that. But of course, we are speaking to a broader conversation right now, one that we started with you guys at home, and we are hoping that this is going to explain to Carissa and everyone else who doesn't understand what's going on here. 6 7. It's already left my household, believe it or not. My son is like, Dad, that's so embarrassing.
That's
Stop
so
now."
2025.
Okay, so just don't think you're cool by understanding this. It's not going to earn you any street cred in your house. Okay, but how did your kids explain it to you? I would love to know.
I'll ask my kids.
Your little doggies. Well, Angie Bennett, what did you have to say? My daughter said it meant whatever. And when she tried it on me, I started counting 8, 9, 10. She was confused and never did it to me again. Well done.
I love that, Angie.
You went hard, Mom, there.
Come
you went like,
on.
wow.
I remember whatever.
I'm embarrassed
that.
for you, Angie Bennett. Come on, man. I promise you, whatever your daughter's name is, your mommy can be cool. Okay?
Dwayne Clausen weighed in. I thought they were doing math homework, only to find out 6 7 actually meant I'm feeling sick. Kids will say anything but the actual word.
Oh, wow. Skibbity.
6
hey?
7.
Ah, that's skibbity, man.
Whoa.
Chandra Moses saying, good morning, Expresso team. Oh, what a time of 6 7. I was too afraid to say it because my son echoes it. And then the saying follows, it's the devil. Okay, all right.
Oh.
Hey, man, every community has their own take on it. It's now become quite a dark narrative this morning, so we'd love to know from you, okay? Have you been able to actually figure it out? We know we saw the original guy who's become a superstar meme creator online. He was running off a basketball court referencing someone's height, as I understood it.
6
but it was like
7.
6
6 foot
7. He's a baller, so it must be 6 7.
6 7.
6 8 doesn't sound.
It isn't as cool. But
'Cause
every
7,
time
8,
I count,
9.
6 7. I hear 6 7.
Why was 9? Why was 9 scared of 7?
Why was 9 scared of 7?
Because 7, 8, 9. Hey?
Dad joke of
Try and explain that to your little one. Kurt Darren, who, yes, is the coolest dad in the country, performs after this with a little 6 7. You'll see you now.
You're a close second.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Hey, Feel Good fam, it's Chad and Zad. We're still here on your Feel Good breakfast show. And let me tell you, we were smelling food 10 seconds ago. Now I'm just smelling freshness.
It's true, because there's something that's honestly just so freshly washed laundry when you can just smell goodness in your home. Do you know what I mean? It's almost like your mood sort of changes.
100%.
It's almost like you become a little bit, I want to say, I want to call it almost like you feel bougie.
Oh.
Because, you know, cleanliness is close to godliness. And more than anything else, I think that when you have freshly washed clothing, that's when, my friend, you're able to be a little bit more confident. You know what I mean?
And I think when you walk into a house, you smell this, it becomes a home.
Yes.
And Stay Soft does exactly that. So my girl, first question, are you domesticated? Let's
I
start
am
there.
trying. I'm trying. I'm number 5 in a family of 6. The 4th girl, by me, they were tired. Do you know what I mean? So, you know, they were just like, do whatever you want, Sanele. However, my mom is very much a clean freak.
Yes.
So, she still passed on those little things. And that's why, for me, actually, Stay Soft is so nostalgic, because it was always one of those things that was part of our routine whenever we were doing washing and things like that.
So my mommy always used the purple one, the lavender one.
That's my favorite.
Why did all our moms pick lavender?
Yes.
I love it. Every time still till today, I walk into the house, we just see there's like 3 bottles of lavender Stay Soft there in the bathroom. Incredible.
I love it. But this is the thing, Mzansi. We want to tell you, my friend, of how you could put yourself in the running to absolutely win your dream home with 1.5 million rand. That's why we're having this conversation. Because Stay Soft said, you know what? We already make homes smell fresh. We make them smell homely. So why not we, you know, allow you to have your dream home? Do you understand?
I mean, 1.5 million rand, that's a lot of money that you could do with your home. So seeing as you are teaching yourself to be domesticated, question number 1. How often do you do your laundry? Are you like a every second day, or we are once a week girly?
So I am definitely the girly who does it once a week.
Which day is laundry day?
Tuesday is the day
today.
I choose. Yes, yes. It's the day that I choose to be domesticated. It's the day that I choose stay soft and staying soft. You know what I mean? What about you, my babe?
I'm also once a week. It's every Saturday. I think because we live alone, we don't have much to wash. So once a week is perfect. And I mean, I go hang I hang my washing indoors.
Yes.
When I open up my door after a day out, and that smell of freshness is just absolutely incredible.
Right? And I also think for me, you know, when we talk about really just having little things that allow your day to be a little bit lighter, a little bit fresher, a little bit better.
Yes.
I know that having, you know, things like my clothes be fresh, things like my space be clean, I think those are little luxuries that allow you to just have a better home experience. You know what I mean?
What a privilege.
Right?
What a privilege to have really good, fresh smelling clothes. And incredible, this is my favorite one.
Oh, really?
Yes. Just smell it. You'll see my reason why.
Please,
My mom
okay.
is mad that I don't use lavender. She's like, come
That's
on,
so
keep
funny.
the tradition up. Smell that.
And can I please tell you?
I mean...
It's like, yes, baby soft. That's exactly what I was going to say. It smells like a little baby. I love that. And it's my first time smelling this one because I only ever use lavender. Like, I'm that girl who, like, I am definitely brand loyal, but also...
fragrance.
There we go. Fragrance loyal, 100%.
And the thing I love about Stay Soft is the fact that the fragrance lasts so long. The freshness definitely lasts. And they've got this incredible technology where it actually locks into your fibers. Like... I can smell my jeans right now. It smells like that.
So you don't just stay soft, you stay fresh as well, my babes, okay? It is good things, right? But this is the thing, you know, if you had 1 million rand towards your dream home, you know, what's the first thing that you're investing in? That's the question.
Oh, I think first things first, you have to lock down the property and the land, would it not be?
100%.
And then after all of that, you build your home and you build your house and then you make it into a home. What would you do?
Oh, for me, I think that my investment would be into an open plan home.
Yes.
If that makes sense, right?
With high walls,
yes.
high ceiling.
Girl, you see the vision. So now this is why we have an open plan, so that Stay Soft can just fill every part of it. You know what I mean? So that if I'm like doing laundry over there, you can smell it throughout the whole home. Do you get what I'm saying?
And your curtains are smelling fresh too as and the wind is blowing. You can sniff it all up. Can I tell you a little secret? You see this one right over here?
Yes.
It's in my car.
But that's the thing, is that
this is the air freshener.
Everybody does this because it is the right thing to do. So it doesn't just allow our homes to stay fresh, but also our cars.
100%. We take it with us everywhere.
I love this. And listen, Expresso family, this is where now Stay Soft is giving you the opportunity to hopefully be in the running. And then on top of that, win that 1.5 million rand towards your dream home. So let's get into some of these details, right?
Yes.
Because literally some of the smallest everyday choices allow us to have a little bit of a better quality of life, such as having Stay Soft and just just allowing ourselves to feel good, stay fresh, and just really, you know, smell good at the end of the day. But this is the things, those little moments of comfort could allow you to have a little bit of something bigger, you know what I mean? So shall I tell you the details?
Tell me, I'm listening, because me, I want to enter. I want the 1.5.
Listen properly. Buy any 2 Stay Soft products, okay, number 1. Number 2, scan the QR code or WhatsApp the number on the pack.
Okay.
And then you could stand a chance to win your dream home with 1.5 million rand, my friend. Plus, listen to this, Stay Soft didn't say that's all. No, there's more. Plus 1,000 rand in weekly cash vouchers.
They said we want you to be rich and we want your house to be smelling nice. We came for everything.
Exactly. And this is why you got to make every wash count with Stay Soft, because your dream home might in fact be closer than you think, my friend. T's and C's do apply. And of course, you know where to find those, expressoshow.com. But we love the fact that we are able to partner with our friends at Stay Soft, all in the name of making your life a little bit more soft. Do you know what I mean?
You know that soft life.
Exactly.
We
That's
love a little
Stay Soft life.
Stay Soft. Okay, feel good, fam. You guys know how to enter 1.5 million rand onto the line, and of course those weekly 1,000 rand vouchers.
Yes.
As we said, we smelled food earlier. We're now smelling fresh, but in Cape Town, they're still smelling food. They're cooking something up in the kitchen.
Oh man, are we cooking something in the kitchen? I love that you guys have the fragrances down, and now we've got the food down. Grapes are something that we're getting into today. They are wonderfully versatile ingredients that move effortlessly between sweet and savory dishes. Now, while we often enjoy them fresh or in desserts, grapes can also take on a completely new character when they are pickled. They become bright and tangy and complex, something that we'll experience today with Scott Parker, who's back in the kitchen to show off his creativity and make the pickled grapes and how to pair them with kind of like a light whipped goat's cheese dip. It's going to be incredible. It looks incredible.
It's beautiful. There's
It
one I
is
prepared earlier.
beautiful, Scott. Welcome back.
Thank you very
We
much.
love it when you bring your flair to the kitchen. I've got to say that much. What are we doing today, and why are we pickling grapes?
So it's grape season, so there's an absolute abundance of beautiful grapes. But I always find that, you know, there's always some that are left at the back of the fridge, and there's always a few little leftover bits and pieces. So pickling grapes is a fantastic way to preserve them, and you retain that freshness and the flavour. So I've decided to use a couple of different grapes today. So we've got our black grape, we've got our pink seedless grapes, so absolutely delicious, lovely and sweet. And then we've got our red grapes. Of course, you've got white grapes. I mean, there's just all these different beautiful colours that just come to life. So
I mean, and look at the colours on the plate as well.
and the textures, because it retains that texture as well. So pickling is so simple.
Right.
And it's a rule of 3, right? So 1 part water, or in this case, I'm going to use grape juice, because we're going to keep with the theme. And then I'm going to use equal amounts of sugar, and that's just to help balance that acidity. And then I'm going to use the same amount of red wine vinegar. Now, you can use, because I've got the colours of reds going in there, I want to keep that red colour.
Right.
So red wine vinegar, red grape juice is going to come up with this beautiful pickle liquor here, and it's already got this great ruby red colour. And all we want to do is literally bring it so that sugar dissolves. We don't want to cook it any more than that. And the reason being is you're going to drive off the acidity.
Oh, let's see. Which camera can we show this to? Up there. Oh,
Did you get
getting
it?
hot in here.
Yeah, it's
Ooh.
pretty hot. So what you'll see is that sugar will just dissolve. You don't want to boil it, because what will happen is you'll drive off the acidity. And we want the acidity, we want the sweetness, and then we've got this beautiful juice that goes through it. So that pickle liquor is pretty much done. So we're just going to turn that off. And inside there, you can add, so I'm going to add just a touch of thyme, just to give
I
it a
can
bit of a...
smell the pickle in the air.
The pickliness. So
Yeah.
this is a quick pickle, so it's a quickle.
It's a quickle.
It's
I
a
love
quickle.
that.
How cute is that?
It is so cute. So when you say quick pickle, can we eat it like the same day?
So we can, yeah. So I would actually say this is always better to leave overnight, but you can actually leave this in the fridge for up to a week. So,
wow.
or even longer, to be honest.
If it lasts,
the longer,
right?
Yeah, if it lasts. So here, we're just going to infuse that with a bit of bay leaf and a bit of thyme, and then we've just cut our grapes in half, and we're just going to literally pour those in, and we're going to leave them. So they will start to sort of macerate and take on that pickle flavour. So they're done. That's how easy was that?
Okay, do you want to swap places?
We're
But
gonna
I
swap
do have a
places.
question for you.
Okay.
What does the bay leaf do? It's a mystery to everybody.
Bay leaves are just so aromatic. So it's really earthy, and it's got this just unique herbiness to it. And a Portuguese friend of mine taught me an amazing trick with espetada. So you can use these, and you know, there's such a big pack. You know, what do I do with it? Yeah, I
There's
need
a
one.
lot.
You pop it into the fire when you're braaiing, and it gives off this smoke, this aromatic smoke, which is just unbelievable. So, top tip for you: never leave a bay leaf behind.
I love that. We always just throw them into like our stews, just for good measure. You know?
Yeah. I mean, just adding 1 or 2 adds so much flavour. So, this is the whipped goat's cheese mousse. So I've got some goat's cheese here. You can use feta. I mean, any sort of white cheese like this works really well. I'm going to add a touch of whipping cream. And goat's cheese, a lot of people say, oh, I don't like goat's cheese. Well, don't use it. Use feta then.
No, use it.
Use
Convert
feta.
yourself. Tell your taste buds to grow up. They are so good.
It really is. So this just lightens it up. So it really takes the goat out of the cheese, you know? So I'm just going to add, if I can take the sticker off, a little squeeze of honey. Not too much.
Okay.
But just to sort of help bring that all through together, all those flavours melding together. Then, of course, we're going to season with salt and pepper, which you're also supposed to do in there. Salt and pepper.
I'll
Always
add
season.
some.
You can
Do you know why? Because we make a great team.
Oh, that was good. I see what you did there.
I told you that I was going to come with at least one pun today.
That was a Vine joke. Thank you.
If Graham laughs, then we know that we're doing a good job. Do you know what I mean?
We're just gonna so honey, cream, goat's cheese, salt, pepper, and literally just whip. It takes 2 seconds. Done.
Wow.
So I mean, you can see there. Now I've got to find a camera, haven't I? That's what you do.
That looks incredible. There we go. You got it.
Yeah. Oh wow, that's finally
on the first attempt.
So this is how simple this is, right? So we've got a plate, our whipped goat's cheese, and you can see it's just got this fantastically light texture. It's almost like a little cloud.
Yum.
So we're just gonna spoon that onto our plate.
Oh, that looks good. So what would you serve this with? Like, what would people eat with?
Some fresh crackers. I mean, this is a really good starter, or to be honest, a nice little segue into dessert. So when you finish your main course, you can have this. And this is going to sound really weird and random.
We love weird and random.
But
Tell
why
us
not?
more.
With lamb, with roasted lamb.
Oh, I can see that.
You can see the flavours of work. So something really fatty would go so well with this. And this you can actually make up in advance as it is, like that. Where's my pickles? Oh, they're there, aren't they?
The pickles.
There we go.
Are they not too warm? Are they fine? Your
All right.
pickles, sorry.
We haven't got much time, have we?
That's true. You go ahead.
So then you literally, once this is sort of macerated, and you can add raspberries, you can add strawberries, and all of it works so well. And once it's all nice and cold, it's just a really refreshing sort of segue into dessert, or just as a side, or, you know, if you've got a cheese plate and you want to bougie it up.
Right, a little charcuterie, yes.
And there we have.
Well, that looks fantastic. And of course, these grapes are available at Woolworths. My fridge is always packed with them, especially the seedless ones. They're perfection. And then you can make yourself your quickle with your delicious whipped cheese. I mean, he's a genius, isn't he? He's fantastic. His name is Scott Parker. And like I said, we make a grape team. So make sure that you get this recipe online and enjoy the goodness of the quickle. Of the quickle. We'll see you right after this break.
Welcome back, you beauties. Your timing is perfect. As we enter into the final hour of the show, you get your plug-in this morning, and it's big. Powerball has not been playing around this year. And if you play your Powerball today, 52 million rand is sitting in our total estimated jackpots today. What a way to kickstart your Tuesday. So you can get your tickets, obviously, in-store as soon as they open. Do it with a smile on your face. Get that good karma going. You can go nationallottery.co.za right now online. You can go onto their mobile app. You can use your own banking app. There's generally a little drop down there, and we'll make it even easier by keeping all of those details on the Expresso socials. So 52 million rand is a little bit closer to you than you think, but you got to shoot your shot. Go panda, push or play your Powerball today. 52 million reasons why you need to do it, in fact. Well, that's a perfect prelude, as I said, to take us into a brilliant final hour of your Feel Good Breakfast show this morning. As always, we're going to bring you firmly back down to earth with those sporting and news headlines first.
Well, thank you so much, Gray. It's just gone 8 o'clock on the dot. Thanks for bringing us here. It's time now for your national news headlines, where President Cyril Ramaphosa yesterday presided over the reburial of Khoisan ancestral remains at a historic monument in Steenkop, Northern Cape, where traditional leaders offered prayers and rituals. 6 of the remains were returned from the Hunterian Museum and Art Gallery at the Glasgow University in Scotland, while others came from the South African Ezekiel Museum in Cape Town. Now, some exhumed from graves between 1868 and 1924. Ramaphosa said addressing the past honestly is essential to the healing process, reinforcing recognition of the Khoisan as South Africa's first indigenous people. In other local news, the South African Social Security Agency, or SASSA, has released the official social grant payment schedule for the 2026-27 financial year. Now, in April, older persons will be paid on the 2nd of April, disability grants on the 7th of April, and children's grants on the 8th of April. In May, payments will fall on the 5th, 6th, and 7th of May, respectively. Our grant dates are staggered to ensure early month access, avoid holidays, Mondays and weekends, with any weekend or public holiday payments deferred to the next working day. Now, SASSA urges beneficiaries missing payments to visit their nearest office. In your international news-making headlines, the United States has deployed military trainers to Nigeria, where high-powered drones are now being used for surveillance and intelligence gathering. Nigerian officials say the drones operating from Bauchi State are strictly for detecting and tracking militant activity. Now, around 100 U.S. troops arrived last month to train local forces, with both nations confirming they are not involved in combat. Nigeria continues to battle insurgent groups, including Boko Haram, as well as criminal gangs behind kidnappings and illegal mining, underscoring the need for strengthened security cooperation. Meanwhile, U.S. President Donald Trump is balancing military pressure with what he describes as renewed diplomacy in the conflict with Iran, ordering a 5-day pause on planned strikes against Iranian infrastructure. Now, he claims talks show progress and a deal could be close. However, Iran has firmly denied that any negotiations are taking place, casting doubt on Washington's position. Now, while Trump insists Iran must curb its nuclear ambitions, the conflicting narrative highlights ongoing tensions, with military options still on the table despite the apparent diplomatic opening. Let's end off your news on a feel-good note and a joyful blend of local talent and global stardom. South Africa's Ndlovu Youth Choir has captured hearts with a vibrant rendition of the new Spider-Man theme, celebrating the upcoming Spider-Man Brand New Day. Now, the energetic performance quickly went viral, drawing praise from fans worldwide and even a warm reaction from Tom Holland himself, who applauded the group's passion and spirit on Instagram. Known for turning music into moments of pure joy, the choir once again showcased their signature harmony and pride. Now, their performance is more than entertainment, it is a powerful reminder of how South African voices can travel far, adding a proudly local beat to a global blockbuster story. A great way to finish off your news for this Tuesday. It's time now to get those final sporting highlights from Graham.
Thank you so much, my friend. Let's dive right in with footballing news from afar. And Federico Chiesa has been ruled out of Italy's World Cup playoff against Northern Ireland. That was after being deemed unfit to play in that vitally important qualifier. The Italian Football Federation now confirmed his absence, with Niccolò Cambiaghi called up as cover. And this, of course, as Italy bid to avoid missing a third straight World Cup. That's one for the books. Now let's get into athletics. And sadly, Sifan Hassan has withdrawn from the London Marathon due to an Achilles injury sustained in training. The Olympic champion said she could not reach peak condition for the April 26 race, having won, of course, the event in 2023 and then marathon gold at the 2024 Paris Olympics. Let's bring it back home for some thrilling Varsity Cup rugby action. And Marties were amazing, again, edging out the NW Eagles 30-26 in a tense Varsity Cup clash that was playing out at the Darley Craven Stadium. While the UFS Shimlas, they beat the UCT Ikes 40-33 in yet another high-scoring encounter. And then UJ defeated CUT 29-13 in another thrilling contest to round off the evening's action. Keep it up, lads. What a season we've been treated to. Now we can connect with tennis in Miami as Daniel Medvedev crashed out of the Miami Open. That was after a 3-set defeat at the hands of Francisco Cerundolo, losing 6-love, 4-6 and 7-5, with the Russian rallying after losing that first set but then falling short in the decider. Then Felix Auger-Aliassime, he also exited the tournament after being stunned 6-3, 1-6, 6-3 by Terence Atmane in another shock upset. So watch that space. Great for your mid-year and mid-week sporting action, but that's where we leave it for this Tuesday morning. Let's hope the competition out on the roads a little less fierce.
Well, Gray, it's always a battle between Joburg and Cape Town to see who's got the worst traffic. So let's decide. Out in Randburg in Johannesburg, there is a mainline congestion building on the N1 northbound between 14th Avenue and Winnie Mandela Drive. In Randburg and Roodepoort corridor of Johannesburg, daily commuters are advised to remain patient as delays can be expected. Let's head over to Cape Town now in Mowbray, where heavy congestion is building on the M5 northbound at the N2 interchange heading toward Liesbeek Parkway. Now, motorists can expect delays and are advised to proceed with caution. Well, you can decide there, but all the best as you head on out into the final bit of traffic. But now let's see how we can prep you for the day ahead. Well, looking into your weather in Polokwane, today you'll experience partly cloudy conditions with a 25% chance of rain. Our temperatures start at a warm 19, rising to a steady 28 degrees. Looking ahead, cloudy and wet conditions will persist with temperatures remaining in the upper 20s and lower 30s. Into Klerksdorp we go, where thunderstorms will dominate your day with an 80% chance of rain. Now your temperatures start at 16 degrees, reaching a pleasant 24. Expect a wet period ahead with temperatures in the 20s. Let's see what's going down in Pretoria. Well, it's scattered thunderstorms that are expected today with a 50% chance of rain. Looking at your temperatures, it ranges between 18 and 26. And into the week, rainy conditions will continue with temperatures in the upper 20s. A little bit further into Johannesburg, you'll start your Tuesday with thunderstorms and a 60% chance of rain. Now your temperatures begin at 14 degrees, reaching a high of 22. In the days ahead, expect cloudy conditions with temperatures between 14 and 25. Well, out in Mbombela, isolated thunderstorms are expected with a 65% chance of rain. Temperatures rise from a pleasant 19 to 24 degrees. Now, a wet week does lie ahead for you, so keep those raincoats nearby. Out in the beautiful Bloemfontein, you can expect isolated thunderstorms with a 45% chance of rain. Temperatures climb from 16 to a comfortable 23 degrees. Now, looking ahead, temperatures stay in the mid-20s with rain likely tomorrow, sitting at a 60% chance. Let's see what's happening in Richards Bay. Well, you will start your Tuesday with an 80% chance of rain and some afternoon thunderstorms. Temperatures range from 22 to a pleasant 25. Now, cloudy and wet conditions do continue in the days ahead. Out in Durban on this Tuesday, cloudy skies with afternoon thunderstorms are expected with a 45% chance of rain. Now, temperatures start at 22 and climb to 25 as your high. And looking ahead, cloud cover persists with scattered showers. From there on out, we move to Mthatha next, where it is mostly cloudy conditions with afternoon thunderstorms that are expected. Our temperatures rise from 17 to a warmer 26 degrees, and wet and thundery conditions continue for the rest of your week. Well, let's see what's going down in Cradock, where cloudy skies in the morning with sunshine breaking through the afternoon is the order of the day. Temperatures rise from a cool 19 to a hotter 32 degrees, and rainy conditions do continue in the days to follow. Into Gqeberha we go, where cloudy conditions will keep the sun mostly hidden. Now your temperatures will climb from 21 to a pleasant 27, with strong wind coming through from the east. A wet period does follow as the week progresses, with rain expected tomorrow at a 35% chance. Out in the gorgeous George, morning cloud will clear for some afternoon sunshine. Now your temperatures rise from 20 to 31 degrees today. And looking ahead at the rest of the week, what you can expect is partly cloudy and humid conditions. From the gorgeous George, we head to Cape Town next, where you'll start your Tuesday with bright and sunny skies. Your temperatures, well, they'll range from 17 to a pleasant 29 degrees. But enjoy the warm day as it lasts. As the days ahead, cloudy covers do come on through, and rain is expected tomorrow, chanced at 60%. Out in Southern, expect an 80% chance of rain with afternoon thunderstorms. Now your temperatures will climb from a cool 15 to a comfortable 29. Looking ahead, it's mostly sunny skies that will return with temperatures in the upper 20s. And out in Kimberley, partly cloudy skies with a 50% chance of rain is what you're looking at. Temperatures ranging between 18 and 27. In the coming days, temperatures remain in the upper 20s with scattered showers averaging at 42%. Now let's close out in Uppington, where it's mostly sunny skies that are expected with a 35% chance of rain. Now taking a look at your temperatures, they start at 21 and climb to a warm 35. Looking ahead, it's cloudy and rainy weather that will continue throughout the week, with temperatures though in the lower 30s. Well, that is where we leave your comprehensive weather report for this Tuesday, and that of course brings us to the cherry on top of it all, and that is your sunrise view of this hour. We're heading into KZN once again because Louise G. Cherry has said you've got to see what this morning looks like through my eyes. And you know what, Louise? You knew exactly what we needed at this time of the day. Thank you for the pick-me-up and for that absolutely beautiful capture that you did. Thanks for cleaning your camera and making sure that you captured the wonder of nature doing its thing. We appreciate you getting in touch and thank every single one of you for starting our day so incredibly well. We had Fancy Nancy at 6 o'clock from Unkomas in KZN treating us to a golden sunrise over a quiet neighborhood, a truly peaceful start to the day. And then we moved over to the Eastern Cape. Ken from Keymouth, who sent through a breathtaking, beautiful view. Ocean sunrise over the horizon, lighting up the coastline with just shades of gold. And then, of course, ending up with our cherry, Louise G. Cherry from KZN, who shared that soft and calming beach scene. And thank you so much for getting in touch. We do appreciate you. You know, every single morning, 6, 7, and 8 o'clock, we do exactly that. And if you think that you could do better, share with us on 063 036 9649. For now, though, we're going to head over to Josie because I think they've got some good news for us.
Oh, man, it's so true. We are indeed getting into some really good music because we have an icon in the building. Everybody, please give it up right here on your Feel Good Breakfast show for the very first time, and it's an exclusive on national television as a whole. It is none other than Kurt Darren with his brand new song, 6, 7.
It's time to hit the road again. Packing bags, lock the door. Riding with my baby in a 4x4. Those long days, endless nights. Get lost, start a fire. Nothing better than this small town life. And every now and then we talk about what could have been. We could do it all over again. 6, 7, 6, 7. Do it all over again. 6, 7, 6, 7. We're all just kids again. 6, 7, 6, and then we talk about what could have been. We could do it all over again. 6, 7, 6, 7. Do it all over again. 6, 7, 6, 7. We're all just kids again. 6, 7, 6, 7. We could do it all over again. 6, 7, 6, 7. We could do it all over again. Do it all over again. We could do it all over again. We're all just kids again. We could do it all over again. 6, 7, 6, 7. Do it all over again. 6, 7, 6, 7. We're all just kids again. 6, 7, 6, 7. We can do it all over again. It's time to hit the road again.
Come on, everybody. His name is Kurt Darren. It's his brand new track, 6, 7. Yes, it is a global hit. Thank you very much. And we're so excited for it to just take over because it's out today. However, he's not going anywhere, so you got to make sure you stick around. I'm going to give you a few more reasons to do so. How about the Montreux Jazz Festival happening in Franschhoek, huh? Number 1. Number 2, how about the fact that Name Maps, the king, is in the building? I know, it's a lot, and he's taking us to Mauritius for the tropical island search. So trust me, you don't want to go anywhere. We're going to take a short break, and we'll see you after this.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Well, joining us today from Montreux Jazz Festival Franschhoek are Lauren Stewart, festival representative, as well as 17-year-old jazz protege Caleb Dlamini, who will be leading the youth showcase this coming weekend from the 27th up until the 29th of March. Please let's give them a feel-good welcome. Come on, everybody. Yes, that's how we do here on Expresso, okay? That's the warm welcome that you definitely deserve. So thank you for joining us, guys.
Thank you.
Lauren, I'm going to start with you. What an exciting time that we are living in, being African, being South African. But for those people that are not that well-versed, please can you get into the details of what is the Montreux Jazz Festival Franschhoek?
Well, the Montreux Jazz Festival is actually an international event that's been happening in Montreux on the shores of Lake Geneva for the last 60 years. It's actually 60th edition this year.
Congratulations.
Which is really exciting. And we're bringing it to South Africa. So we're so excited about that for our local and South African artists to have this platform to actually showcase, you know, our incredible talent here on an international platform. So we're really excited about that.
And it's the African debut. And it only makes sense that we're here in the mother city, making sure that everybody sees our beauty as well, right?
Totally.
Audiences,
and in the beautiful winelands of Franschhoek.
The winelands of Franschhoek. Audiences are in for such a treat, and especially when it comes to the talent, like you said. I mean, our local superstars, we're sitting in the midst of one right now. Caleb, you're leading the showcase at just 17 years old. I mean, I don't know what we were doing when we were 17.
No.
Definitely nowhere close to this. So what does it feel like to perform on such a prestigious stage?
It's a big honor and a big privilege to play on the Montreux Jazz Festival that's happening this year, the first time in Africa. And it's a huge opportunity for me and the band as well to showcase our talent and be performing for people and just making music and the love of jazz.
Oh my goodness. Can I ask you just quickly, where did your love of jazz come from?
My love of jazz came from the sounds of Ramon Alexander, Art Blakey, and then also Jay Legawa, and then Spalelo Masibuko, which is also a drummer, Joburg, the drummer in South Africa, which really inspired me. And I attended the Makanda Jazz Festival in Eastern Cape that's happening every year at the National Arts Festival. And the sounds of Spalelo just... It
inspired you.
It inspired me, and it took my heart, and I mean, jazz just, it grabbed me. And
it does that, hey?
Definitely.
There's something about the language of jazz that when it speaks, you listen.
Yes,
you sit down, you listen, you tap your foot, you shake a little bit and just enjoy it. And I love that it instilled that confidence in you as well, that we get to enjoy come a couple days from now. But beyond the main stages, because I believe there too, Lauren, what else can festival goers expect?
Well, Franschhoek itself is just such an incredible destination for not just the incredible wine and food that we have, but we've got incredible galleries, there's boutiques. It's just such a beautiful valley to be in. You kind of escape, even though it's so close to Cape Town, you can escape to this beautiful place, mountains all around you. And we're bringing the soundtrack. Now, this is the soundtrack to Franschhoek.
Oh my
It's going to be amazing.
And it runs from the 26th to the 29th. So that's the Friday, Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah, 27, 28, 29.
There you
Friday
go.
to Sunday, that's it.
And all day.
Yeah.
From the afternoon into the evening.
The whole afternoon. There's going to be music literally from just at lunchtime to midnight in the evening. And it's just going to be fun.
Okay, you have no excuse then. I know Caleb's going to also do his part in convincing you as well. But how would you describe your sound and also your approach to jazz? I know that you've just mentioned your influence. What do you do before you jump onto the drums?
First thing I do before I jump onto the drums is I put God in control and let God work with me, and I pray to God to bless me every time I go onto the drums and then play music, and then everything just happens by itself. The music just happens, it just flows. My sound, I could say, it's more of a South African, mixture of South African classical music as well, because that's my background, that's where I came from. And also the bebop, hard feel from Art Blakey, swing music, European swing, jazz music. So I'd say my sound is inspired through those legends.
I love that. A bit of culture, a bit of classic, why not? I love the fact that you say you're just a vessel. He's just a vessel. Everything else just runs through him, and we can't wait to witness that. But why should people book to come through and check out all the talent that you have, as well as the experience of the festival?
This is just going to be an experience like no other. And, you know, when I was in Montreux last year to go and experience it myself, what I found was, you know, we all have this music that we know and we love, and everyone's got their thing, you know, I like this, I like that. And what I found when I went there was this discovery, this opportunity to actually discover music that you maybe didn't even know existed. So I got to hear acts that I didn't even know. And I came away from that thinking, like, there is so much more to what we all realize. And even talking to people about the acts that are coming, where people don't know who these people are. It's like you actually have no idea what you're going to experience. You've got to get there to have the full experience of all of our incredible South African talent, with all these international superstars that are coming through to join us. And what's really amazing is, you know, there's a lot of people who are coming to actually stay in Franschhoek, but some people who want to travel in for the day, or maybe even to, you know, just come in for the weekend, but they need some transport. We've got an opportunity for people to actually get a park and ride. We've got the Park and Ride SA who are providing transport from Canal Walk, Somerset Mall and Ekerstad Mall. So it's going to make it so easy for people to not have to worry about, are they going to be drinking and driving and all those things. So be responsible. There's also limited parking in Franschhoek. So we really would love them to take up that opportunity, or get some Ubers in. We're going to have some e-hailing in places that they can park, and it's going to be great for those e-hailers, of course.
I'm really excited because I am not like maybe a traditional jazz head, but I like the new take on jazz, the Robert Glaspers of the world, you know. I will sit down and consume it all, or maybe stand, you know, I'll dance a little bit. I don't mind.
You're definitely dancing.
Definitely dancing throughout. Caleb, what can audiences expect from your side as well in the set and what you're leading on the days?
They can expect South African jazz, definitely, because it's based in South Africa, the festival this year. Also, some jazz standards, 2 new originals from our pianist, Kyle Dammons, and then also the vocal group 10111 is also going to be performing with us. I mean, it's gonna be a liquor time.
I love that.
It's gonna be dancing, vibes, everything. So yeah, that's what they can expect.
Oh, come on, you heard it here first. It's going to be a liquor time. What else do you need, Mzansi? Get your tickets. We'll, of course, keep all those details across our socials at Expresso Show on your screen right now, so you can make sure that you do not miss out on the Montreux Jazz Festival out in Franschhoek. It's going to be one not to miss. Get the dancing shoes ready. I would not recommend heels because we're going to be moving all weekend long.
Oh, man. Welcome back, Mzansi. It's always so good to be with you. Thank you for trusting us with your morning. We love it when you're in the building, and this is why we always bring you absolute superstars.
And as you all know, the search for the next tropical island of treasure destination is well underway. And the adventure is already taken us to some incredible parts. Of course, we went to Kenya, and last night we went to Mauritius. And this week, of course, the journey continued in the vibrant island of Mauritius.
It's true. And joining us this morning is the king of Mauritius, I'd like to call him. Someone who has fully embraced the energy of the experience 100%. Everyone, it is our fave. It is none other than Nay Maps. Naylicious, how you doing?
It's good to be here. Thank you.
Good to have you. Nay, you know, when they told me that you were going to be the person coming with me on Tropical Island Search, I said yes. He's tropical island of treasure like gold. Do you know what I mean? Nay is just entertainment on his own.
I mean, he doesn't look very islandy right now. Were you in vibrant colors there on the island?
I was. You know, I think it's important to be able to read the room. So the island life, like Zana said, is really my life.
Yes.
And when I got the call to be on board, I was like, yes. That's exactly what I needed.
I love that. But then, Nay, this is why I need to ask you, what was it like stepping into Tropical Island Search, into something that was completely different to what you were doing when you were a contestant?
I think it was quite refreshing because usually you get on the island to compete, At the same time, you're enjoying the scenery. But this time, I was just relaxed and really just looking to see what this island has that could actually give Tropica that new experience for this new season.
Now, every time we have a Tropical Island Search celebrity in our studio, I always feel like the third wheel. Because me, I wasn't there on the island.
Mauritius King.
See, and then I'm sitting here holding candles. So paint me a picture. Mauritius is all about the color, about the food. How was that experience for you? Tell me about the island.
Picturesque. Think about turquoise, beautiful lagoons with perfectly designed coral reefs, white sand, luxury resort, and a very interesting dynamic of the culture, the different people that are there. So it sort of reminded me of South Africa, the diversity. So, look, you missed out.
I didn't. But at least you can come with us.
Can we go next week?
To Mauritius?
Yes.
Next week.
Okay, baby, we'll go.
Tropica.
My Nay, I love the fact that you already mentioned where you were just like, I think Mauritius could, bring something new for Tropical Island of Treasure. Talk to us about why. What are those reasons where you're like, you know what, if this was yet again the home of Tropical Island of Treasure, it would be right for this, this, and that?
Perfect weather.
Okay.
Perfect people. Everyone is accommodating each other. No one is hating on the other. And of course, there's a rumor that there's a treasure hidden on that island.
Did we find it? Did we get close?
Look, I think Tropica might just give us a reason to find it.
Oh, do you know that Nay's lying? He's that person who wouldn't tell you if he won the lotto. Do you know what I mean? He wouldn't
there would
tell
just
you.
be signs. There'd be a helicopter.
I mean, look at how he looks today. It's giving treasure.
It gives giving treasure. I think he actually found it. He found the X over there.
Don't reveal too much.
Sorry, man. That's why he's also wearing shades, so we can't see the lying through the eyes.
Exactly.
I get you. Okay, so we know that you were a past contestant. For everybody out there who wants to still get onto Tropical Island Season 12, what advice would you give them?
Yes.
I think the most important thing is to be yourself. Relax, be calm, but also just bring your personality. But also, I think it's important to share what you're able to bring to the table.
Yeah, I love
but have
that.
fun. Yeah, have fun. Just calm down and just be anticipate, be excited for what's to come.
But Nay, must you be yourself? Because something like Tropical, hear me out.
Okay.
Something like Tropical Island of Treasure, yes. I feel like strategy goes into Tropical Island of Treasure. So how much do you reveal? How much are you really yourself?
But here's the thing. You spoke about the video and people, you guys want to see who deserves to be on the island.
Okay.
So on the video, I think you really need to be yourself.
Fair.
Don't be too shy.
Yes.
People want to see what you're able to bring to the table.
Yes.
When it comes to the challenges and the games, that's a very interesting angle you brought. But I still think you be someone who's authentic and be a man of your word.
Ooh.
Even though challenges can put you to the test.
Yeah.
But just be a nice person.
Aw, nee.
That's all that matters is a nice heart, a good heart,
Yeah.
and everything else will follow.
Aw, nee, this is why you're just your tropical island of treasure gold.
Look, I think we need to go on to the next island now. Where are we going?
Where are we going next?
Let me just look.
First, we have to take her to Mauritius, apparently.
Please.
And then, but Nay, speaking of Mauritius, what was it that stood out for you? What did you love most about getting to be in Mauritius? And what's that experience that you took away going, yes, this is what makes Mauritius unique?
Look, we got to cycle on the beach.
Yes.
Remember that? That was really nice.
Did we race?
I won.
You won, of course you did. I knew you would.
When? Oh, in your dreams. But I think also just the food. I love good food. You know, perfect weather, good food, and it was interesting to see how there's that Indian flavor, you know, in the food, but with a touch of that Creole aspect.
Yes.
You know? But also just to see how you'll find a Mauritian speaking English on a daily. At home, they're speaking French. And then, well, rather, they'll be doing business in French, and at home, they're speaking Creole.
Yeah.
So it sort of reminded me of South Africa. The diversity is quite...
A melting pot of sorts.
Yes.
But can I quickly remind you, snorkeling? How amazing was that?
I think the visuals for the show, I think the visuals on our episode showed that. That was just so perfect. I think for me, just seeing the fish swimming right in front of me and touching them, it was so surreal. And the fact that we didn't even have to go too deep into the ocean.
Right.
To actually experience that.
It was right
really,
there.
That was really
I think
good.
I saw Nay shed a tear, but then the water kind of like washed away.
Yeah, it was actually both eyes. But it wasn't visible because when I came out of the water, it just looked like the water.
Yes.
Yeah.
See, he is a strategic man. He knew it from the very beginning. You were talking about the food. We're going to be making a Mauritian meal a little bit later on. Excited about that. Quick question. Out of all the flavors over here, which one is your favorite?
Yo!
I know, hard choice.
It is a hard choice.
It is. I'll have to go with the peach.
Oh, that's an OG.
Peach.
Over pineapple.
Yeah, no, peach. Peach is the one. Peach is the one. But also, it's interesting. I didn't know that there was a blueberry and cheesecake.
Yes.
That sounds
We'll sip on it during our little cooking segment, okay? I haven't tried it either.
So me and Nay actually got to cook on the island,
Yeah.
and it was literally on the backdrop of the beach. Like it
With the
was
private chef.
Yes, with our very own private chef.
Must be nice. What did you guys make?
It was some type of chicken curry.
I can feel your mouth is watering as you talk about it.
Type of flavor.
Oh, and there was actually also, I want to say it was some kind of like secret ingredient that they added that we really loved. Firstly, it was like the mango. It almost felt like an acha from South Africa, but it wasn't acha.
Yeah, it wasn't. It wasn't. And there was something peppery and it
Spicy.
kind of pineapple as well, a bit fruity as well.
Okay.
That was really nice.
Okay, let's get into all these flavors now because my mouth is watering now.
Yeah, you guys make me want to go to Mauritius.
Yeah.
You guys make me hungry. Like, you just don't have my best interest at heart here on the show. Listen, everybody, Feel Good Fab. If you missed the latest episode of Tropica Island Search, which was, of course, last night, you guys can catch the repeat today at 2 p.m., of course, on S3, and again on Friday at 4 p.m. on SABC 1.
It's very true. And if you are ready to step into the Tropica Island of Treasure experience yourself, my friend, head over to @mytropica on social media to find out how you can enter. This is me literally begging you. Please enter. And I say that because I love you. I want you to have the best. But you also got to make sure that you do not go anywhere because we're heading into the kitchen with Nay right after this. Join me, Zanele Potelwa, as I head to my next potential destination in the Indian Ocean paradise of Mauritius. And this time, I'll be exploring it with past contestant Nay Maps. From crystal clear lagoons to bustling markets, Creole flavors and lush tropical landscapes, we're diving into everything that this island has to offer. Catch our journey every Monday evening at 6, repeat Tuesday at 2 p.m. on S3. It's going to be smooth.
And that's smooth with how many O's? 10
I think
O's
about
now.
12 by now.
12 O's
12
now. That's how
O's.
smooth you got to be. That could be you on that island, hopefully looking incredibly fit because the physical challenges are going to be next level. The celebrities are next level. This is the most powerhouse season yet. Season 12, one for the books, and you could be there. And of course, playing for your share of 1 million rand.
I get goosebumps just thinking about it. I mean, the likes of Casper Semenya as well as Amanda Dupont, it really is going to be incredible. Get yourself in the running ASAP and send those audition tapes through. As we continue with the rest of the show, we still have Caleb set aside to perform for us. It's going to be an incredible weekend at the Montreux Jazz Festival out in Franschhoek.
Get ready to spin and win with World Sports Betting. Every Friday morning on Expresso, one lucky viewer will walk away with up to 5,000 Rand in cash. Want in? Simply head to the competition post on Expresso's Facebook, Instagram or X pages and answer the weekly question and include hashtag World Sports Betting. Don't miss your chance to turn your Friday morning into a winning one. T's and C's apply and can be found at expressoshow.com. World Sports Betting, where every spin could be a win.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back, your beauties. Still got a few minutes to savor with you, and we're going to do it in style, genre-bending style. I think.
Love the way you said that, because this weekend is an epic one. It's all around the Montreux Jazz Festival out in Franschhoek. Get your tickets if you haven't got them already. It promises to be an experience like no other, as it makes its debut in Africa right here in Franschhoek. And right now, to give you a taste of it all, is Caleb Dlamini and friends.
live studio audience in this house.
Right.
Please, can we get one just for Caleb? Absolutely beautiful, beautiful stuff. Go and support. Get out to Franschhoek this weekend. Going to be spectacular.
It's going to be huge. One for the books, like I mentioned a little bit earlier. Well done to the gents for just giving us a taste of the Montreux Festival, Franschhoek. And listen, in just a bit, we get to see yet another performance, this time by Kurt Darren. Hello, May Mikey, because yes, he's now part of the family. He is locked in for life.
Oh, man, I miss that guy. Absolutely love that. The Name Maps is going to take us to the island in the best way possible with the flavors. Something that's going to incorporate deep-fried bread. Ticks that box perfectly. We're going to see you after this to get cooking. We'll see you now. Look at it.
Yum.
Yum. We'll see you now.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back, Feel Good fam. As you know, it is your Feel Good breakfast show right here on S3. Tropica Island Search is all about discovering incredible destinations in the search for the smoothest island for season 12. Now, this week, last night, we journeyed to the vibrant and very flavorful island of Mauritius. Now, my family over here, they're so sweet. They say, Chan, we know you're feeling left out. We're going to bring a little of Mauritius right here to Joburg. So we have name maps. You have not left us just yet. No. We're going to be making a Mauritius meal. Are you excited?
I am. Look, you couldn't go to Mauritius, right? So
100%.
We'll bring it to you.
Look, I'm sickling with the name. It's called Deep Pan Furi. That's right. What it is. And what exactly is it?
It's basically a bread that is deep fried.
Okay.
Going to be nice and crispy and golden.
Ooh, Ooh, I love it. So first things first, we have to put the stove top on over there. Let's press it. Let me help you over here. There we go. Is it on? No.
Let's see.
There we go. Okay, Naps has it under control for us because we are going to deep fry it. Perfect.
Yes.
There we go. So while the oil heats up, we've got some ingredients here. What's going into the bowl?
So we're gonna put some flour first. Put a bit of flour.
We're mixing all of this.
We're gonna mix
all in
everything.
one.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, how easy.
Yeah,
Can
not
you cook?
bad.
Because this seems like a very simple, easy meal. And maybe they chose it because they knew, hey, chef skills are not on par here.
Not even. I mean, look, because I cook in the studio, so we'll cook in the kitchen too.
Yes.
Yeah?
Then there's some water.
Some water.
Okay.
So flour, spring onions, some water, and then I'm gonna mix a bit of that.
And then the last thing over there, it's some color. What is
This
that?
is food coloring, just to give it that beautiful, nice golden
Okay.
yellow.
Are we not putting that into the bowl?
We will, but let me first whisk this.
Okay.
Mix it all together.
Stunning.
We'll just end with the color.
Okay, quick question.
Let's add a bit of salt.
Okay,
Hold on,
got you.
hold on,
You
hold
seem
on,
like you've got it under control. I should just step
I
out.
mean-
Like you're okay here on your own.
I mean, we try.
We're back in Joburg now. You guys obviously went to Mauritius for Tropica's search. Is there a meal that you wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning? You're like, yo, I wish I was back in Mauritius. I'm craving that so badly.
Look, we had a beautiful experience with Zanele, where a private chef came and cooked for us on the island.
Yes.
There was some curry type of chicken. It had this Indian, Asian combo, like type of mix. It tasted really good.
I've heard a lot of that in Mauritius. It's very influenced by Indian cuisine, by Asian cuisine.
Yes, it
What were
is.
some of the other meals you had?
We had this, of course.
Yes.
You know, so we're gonna give you a taste of that. There was something that looked like a roti, like a roti.
I love a roti.
Durban.
Was there curry inside the roti?
There was some meaty type of.
Delicious.
Yeah, it was meat roti, but the flavors are very, very nice.
I can imagine.
Exotic. Yeah.
And you're bringing that right here to our
Yeah.
Expresso kitchen. That looks beautiful. Do you know
Right.
what's crazy? That food coloring was red, but inside that bowl, it's giving it a yellow tag over there.
You're right, exactly.
Stunning. Okay, do you think our oil is hot enough?
Not yet, not yet. It needs to.
Well, of course, because he's
get a
the
bit
expert,
more.
guys. Me, I would have already put it in there, would have
Look.
drowned in the oil.
Exactly. We have
The bread,
of
okay, we're
course.
dipping that.
I'm gonna dip that in there.
Correct. And are
Dip
you
it in.
are you an adventurous traveler? In Mauritius, what was the most adventurous thing you ate?
Yo, that I ate.
Yes.
Look,
if we
the
go to-
street food was really good.
Okay.
That street food was really good.
What were some of the things you had? It's bubbling.
Almost,
Can you hear it?
Almost. We had what we're making for you now.
Mm-hmm.
What else did we have? But I think this stood out for us.
Okay, and that's why you
And
said
I-
this is the recipe we are making today.
Look, exactly.
Oh goodness, it
Okay,
looks
then
so
now
delicious.
that it's we've dipped that bread and it looks good in there.
It does look really good. I think we're good. Let's
I think
go.
it's almost there.
How many seconds? How do you know when the oil is ready, Naps? Why are you such
The
a
oil,
professional at this?
the oil has to obviously.
I can feel the heat. Here we go.
There we go.
Oh, delicious. Do you know it's giving French toast vibe?
Yes, it
So
is.
This is how you'd make French toast, but this is a lot more savory
Yes.
with, of course, the spring onion. Oh, I can smell that.
Can you smell that?
There's something over there on the corner that you didn't mention. What exactly
Oh,
is in
that
that
is
little
like
bowl?
a salsa type of. In Durban we say ushatile.
Oh,
Almost
can
like
I try?
a-
Say it again for me.
Ushatile.
Ushatile. There we go. Me, I can go to
Ushatile.
Durban and say ushatile.
Yeah,
Please,
exactly.
one. Kikopa ushatile.
Salsa, just to accompany
Bring it
the
all
meal.
together.
Yeah.
Okay, how long do we have to fry this on either
I
side?
think once it's good, you know, when it comes to cooking, you have to feel it.
Oh.
Mm?
In here. In here.
Yeah, in here.
Okay. Try.
But also the look, okay.
It looks absolutely
Down
incredible.
the heat a bit.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so if I was to visit Mauritius with you guys next week,
Yeah.
what are we doing? Take me on, give me an itinerary.
What are we doing?
We're
Okay.
starting at 5 a.m. in the morning, did you know?
Sorry about that. 5 a.m. That's perfect.
Is that okay?
Actually.
Okay, so what are we doing at 5?
You want to experience the sunrise
On the beach?
on the beach.
Oh,
So
sounds
you'll
good.
actually see the sun. You know.
Okay.
And then what we'll do is we'll have an area of water sports.
Oh, an
Because
array.
you want to see the coral reef and
Love
fishes.
that.
Exactly.
Are you a good swimmer?
Average.
Okay, so you had a life jacket
I
on.
can float.
So you had a life jacket
Yeah,
on.
I
Oh,
like
that's
that.
one,
Yeah,
that's one.
yeah, you don't want to play with the ocean.
Has a mind on its own. Okay, we're
Yeah.
doing an array of water activities. After
Exactly.
that, can we grab some lunch?
Grab some lunch. Even better, we go into the city.
Ooh.
Yes.
How do we travel in Mauritius?
So we travel by bus
Okay.
or shuttle.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you get there, let me just do this. Hold on.
Are you ready? Is that ready? Is that what it looked like in Mauritius?
Almost.
Because I only want Mauritius level here. You can't be giving me a 5 out of 10 when you received a 10 out of 10.
Don't
I'm just making sure. Okay, a bus. We are on the bus.
We're on the bus going all the way, and then we're just gonna experience like a tourist.
Ooh.
We're gonna go to the market.
And you're my travel guide.
I got you.
Because he is done and tested over there in Mauritius.
Got you.
Okay, let's take this out because here in TV Magic, we've got one made already, man.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
so let's take that out, and then we're going to try and taste it, and you're going to tell me if it's as good as the one in Mauritius. Going to switch this off for you over there. There we go.
Thank you very much.
Let's head on over this side. Are you ready?
I am ready.
Let me bring that over to us. There we have our crispy golden bread.
Yes.
And this is our tomato chutney right over there. Grab some. Oh, we only have a knife and a spoon.
And a spoon.
So
Which one are you going to pick?
I'm going to cut it in stickies for us,
Okay.
and then we can somehow use our fingers. Are you fine with that?
Yes,
Because we have to dip
perfect.
it anyway.
Perfect.
Okay, so we've got the spring onion, we've got the yellow, which I thought was actually going to turn out red, but it's absolutely beautiful.
Right.
Okay, there we go. Let's cut. Oh, did you hear that
Copy
crunch?
that, exactly. It's nice and crunchy.
Okay, let's grab one. Dip it.
Let's dip in the, okay.
I was going to dip.
Dip it in,
Do you
dip
want
it
to be
in.
a gentleman? You can
Yeah, I
hold
wanted to
on
do
my
that and say
sticky
ladies
fluids.
first, yeah.
Thank you. So kind of you.
Let me know your thoughts.
I'm waiting for you.
Oh.
You also, we need to do a little cute cheers moment.
Okay, all right.
Delicious.
Fair enough.
Okay. Cheers.
Are you ready?
We're ready. Cheers.
Cheers.
Yo. That is delicious. Does it taste like, ooh, it's spicy. It is so spicy.
Right?
Does it taste like the one in Mauritius?
Yep. Perfectly.
Okay, take a sip. Cheers to Tropica, right over there.
Cheers to Tropica.
You're trying the cheesecake one now.
The
You said you
blueberry.
haven't tried it.
Yeah.
So delicious, everybody. If you guys want to get this recipe, head on over to expresso.com. And remember, today at 2 p.m., you can, of course, catch Tropica Island Search, the repeat. And again, on Friday, it is another repeat for you guys on SABC1.
Find relief and feel better with Alsanic. Just 5 mils or 1 tablet goes a long way, and Alsanic is available without a prescription.
Oh man, you know that uncomfortable burning feeling that you get in your chest after eating, maybe overindulging, or heartburn that just keeps coming back. It could actually be linked to a peptic ulcer, and that's where Alsanic can really help. Alsanic works by creating a beautiful coating for the lining of your stomach with a protective layer that really does the job, helping to shield it from irritation for up to 6 hours at a time. And it's also very easy to use. Just 5 mils of the suspension or 1 tablet can help to protect your stomach for the day. And keep an eye out for the Alsanic's updated packaging as well. It's coming soon to pharmacy shelves. Really exciting for the company and for us. Why? Because Alsanic is also giving you guys the chance to win one of 5 2,500 Rand cash send vouchers. Now I've got your attention. Just head over to the Alsanic Facebook page and enter the competition today. Good luck.
Find relief and feel better with Alsanic. Just 5 mils or 1 tablet goes a long way, and Alsanic is available without a prescription.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Well, listen up, Mzansi. Welcome back for the final time to your Feel Good Breakfast show. It is Expresso on S3. And I implore you to Panda Push Up Play Powerball Plus for an estimated 52 million rand jackpot this Tuesday. And you could make it rain. Lots of cash this March. So let me plug you. I've got to say, buy your tickets now in store. There's a website, nationallottery.co.za. There's the mobile app and there is cell phone banking to make sure that you also get yourself in the running to win lots of moolah. And with lots of money, what else do you do but celebrate? And we've got the perfect music to go along with that.
Hello. It's true. It's true. We are celebrating and we're doing so by ending off the show on a high.
And all I'm going to say is, hello, Mikey, because why? That's Kurt Darren's next song. Kurt Darren, take it away.
Yes.
Hallo mijn Mikey, hoe gaat het? Wil je zomer? Wat maak jij? Sing, papa, sing. Bring terug by ou skool. Maak nie saak hoe dit klink vir die ander. Jy weet te voel daai cool gevoel, ja. Sing, mama, sing. Jy sit die son in die somer. Wat ons saam ons verlief in jou wêreld. 'n wêreld waar ons vrede voel, ja. Hallo my Mikey, hoe gaat het? Wil jy saamry? Wat maak jy? Hallo my Mikey, hoe gaat het? Wil jy saamry? Sit langs my. Hallo my Mikey, hoe gaat het? Wil jy saamry? Wat maak jy? Hallo my Mikey, hoe gaat het? Wil jy saamry? Wat wag jy? Ons is nie bang nie. Ons ry op die beat, boom boom, oh. Saam tot die son opkom. Saam tot die son opkom. Sing, boetie, sing. Jy bring het nieuwskool. Leg jou handen en dans soos 'n
Another feel-good production.